1,000 days ago, I found myself in a brand new world. Where am I? What is this place? Arriving at a valley, I instantly knew where I was. Mr. Beardstone's world. Uh-oh, I think I took a wrong turn. I set off on his train network to find him, and eventually I did. Hello? Hello? Oh, Beardy.
What in the what? Stam?
Hello?
Are you the contractor?
Yes. I'm the contractor. Where he tasked me to restore a village. Well, I didn't end up finding that village, so I decided to build my own. During the coming 1,000 days, I built the perfect starter base, transformed 500 blocks of jungle into a river, and got myself connected to Beardstone's train network using both a train and a boat. I also decided to contribute by building a redstone factory, along with automating the entire andesite age. Oh, and of course, I also automated the entire brass age. As with any of these longer videos, if you aren't interested in watching the entire one, putting it on while you sleep or in the background helps the channel out a ton. And on the topic of helping the channel out, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. I've gotta find Beardstone. Uh-oh. Ooh, but this is his storage. I mean, he doesn't know I'm here yet. Diamonds. Okay, I didn't quite need all of the diamonds I borrowed. Look, I'm just borrowing. It's just laying here for the taking, right? Beard doesn't have to know. You don't have to tell him. No, I am a little hungry, and this here looks like some food. Well, the building itself doesn't look like food, but yeah, here on the inside it does. And does he have any food in storage right now? Ooh, don't mind if I do. Take some mutton wraps. Perfect. I will probably be back here. For now, though, I want to explore Beardew Valley. Oh, this is so cool. What a cute little valley, and I want to check out the trains, but what are these over here? Looking very factory-esque here, and definitely some machinery. Good to know. Ooh, what is this? What is this? Is this XP? It looks like it. Can I just... Oh! Ooh, XP, shiny things. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't take it all. Okay, contain yourself, Stam. And quickly here, let's just grab a stack of lapis. Let's get some tools rocking. Now, this building up here looks like a starter base, and I'd imagine maybe this is where he would keep his enchanter upstairs. Even more. Oh, yes, here it is. Ooh, and a dragon egg. Alright, that should be enough. I've gotta find Beardstone. Oh, what is this? To-do list. Bring diorite and scoria to nowhere. Where is nowhere? That must be where he is. That must be where he's working. I will not take my train because I have no idea how to get around this place. And let's see. Timber home... 9 minutes, 4 minutes for the seafront runner. Okay, let's get to that one. Oh, destination nowhere. Perfect.
A few moments later.
All right, this is the seafront runner here. Yep, destination nowhere. Just made it. What an odd name for a place. I am so not used to this. Animals driving me around in trains. Oh, I had to do all the driving in my world. And another train. Oh my god, that is so cool.
A few minutes later.
Oh, is this nowhere? I'm guessing because it said destination nowhere. This sure is nowhere. I don't know what I was expecting, but I thought Beard had been doing more things in his world. Is this a bus station? Oh boy. Well, guess I gotta wait for the bus then. I'm starting to question if the bus is even going during nighttime. I might have to sleep here. Uh-oh.
3:28 a.m.
Oh. I'm guessing... Oh, yeah, you're even going to back up over here for me. Thank you. And hop aboard, and there's a sheep.
Hello.
And a fly. Hello there. Oh, and we're off. Okay, let's see where this takes me, because, well, this is nowhere, but I'm presuming it took the bus because there was no Beardy in sight. Oh, this bridge looks so cool. You know, it looks like we're ending up somewhere now, and it's just turning morning here, and ooh... This looks like where he's working. So that looks like his airship. And this must be where he is. Hello? Hello? Oh, Beardy.
What in the what? Stam?
Hello?
What are you doing here? Are you the contractor?
Yes. I'm the contractor.
The one from the agency, right?
From the agency.
To restore the village, yeah?
Yes, definitely. That's me.
Okay, good. Yeah, as long as you didn't just arrive randomly on a bridge like everyone else does, because, yeah, no one else has actually had a purpose, really, so far.
Oh,
They've just sort of
I'm here for a purpose. I'm here to restore a village.
Well, I'm glad you're finally here. I mean, it took months to get you here.
I'm sorry. I was busy. I was working on things. The agency, we had other projects projects, and it was just a little too far down on the list. But I'm here now.
Oh, I mean, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. Do you know where the village is? The one that needs repairing?
I have a map and I have some coordinates, and I do think I can find it.
Okay, good. Because yeah, I'm pretty busy here at the moment.
Oh,
but
I see that.
do you need anything from me? Do you know where stuff is? Like, do you need me to show you to the warehouse? Because
I would like to see the warehouse.
Okay, cool. Well, that means we're gonna need to go and wait for the
Oh, wait
bus.
for the bus again. Oh, great.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait another 6 minutes until it comes back.
Oh my beard.
I just wanted to scare you. Just wanted to scare you. You know,
yep.
keep you on your toes.
Yep, I can tell. I'm gonna stand over here, I think.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't stand too close to the platform edge.
Okay. All right, back here.
Yep. Here we are. What do you mean back here? This is Beardew Valley. You haven't been here before, surely.
I haven't been here. No, I thought I remembered it. Stations looks pretty similar. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no, it's true. They do. Yeah, I'm creatively bankrupt when it comes to stations.
Oh, creatively bankrupt.
Right.
Well, nowhere it's a little different.
Yeah, I suppose it's made out of wood, I suppose. But yes, up here basically there's a kitchen in there. There's food. Just help yourself whenever you need food and things. There's a few machines around here that might come in handy in some of the buildings. There's even an XP farm over there if ever you need XP.
Oh, an XP farm? Oh, that sounds great. I will have a look at that.
Yep. So just help yourself. Oh, you arrived by train.
Yeah. This is mine. I have been here before. I just kind of hopped off and headed over towards you.
Bit suspicious. Anyway, right. So over here, this is the main storage warehouse. It should have most of the stuff you need, unless you need to create components.
Fancy.
Because they used to be on this wall, and now they're all in my bag. So
well, there's train tracks at least.
Yeah, that's about it.
I'm
really.
sure I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be fine.
But yeah, just help yourself to anything in here, and yeah, it should be good.
Great.
Oh, that's weird. I don't remember putting this.
Oh yeah, no.
Waystone here.
Why do you have a waystone here? Yeah.
I've got one over at the.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's very. Oh.
Activated waystone stam.
No, it's not. No. There we go. So you were saying?
Yeah, so as I was saying, this is main storage. Help yourself.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get to work on that village.
Okay, awesome. I'll pop in to check on you from time to time, make sure everything's coming along well. You know what contractors are like. I mean,
yeah.
It took you 2 months to turn up after my request with the agency, so...
Again, very sorry for that, but I'm here now. I'm here now.
Okay, cool. Well, shout if you need anything. I'll probably be over in the currently unnamed district.
I will head over there if I do need anything.
All right, cool. Thanks. That's weird. Very suspicious.
Well, that interaction went great. I've got to restore a village. I got to find a village and restore it. Oh boy. Okay, well, it didn't sound like Beard really knew what he was talking about with the village. So I'm just gonna grab up some train tracks. And I have no idea where this village he was talking about is. So what if I just make a village and tell him that I restored the village? Sounds like a plan. Let's try to find a good spot for this. Fly? No, you cannot drive. I am absolutely terrified to drive on these tracks, though. What if I crash into something? Wait, there comes a train. Okay, what if I just follow another train? What if I did that? Maybe then I won't crash into another one? Okay, well, the smokestack is on the side. I've lost the train, but I should be on the right side of the tracks at least, so I shouldn't hit anything. Okay, that didn't take long. Oops. Oops. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't break anything. Okay, so that train is continuing that way. I'm gonna continue down this path. This right here looks promising. Okay, I've got to get a little train station set up right here. Very temporarily. I'm just gonna park the train here for now and not disrupt traffic. No. Right, this should be far enough away from the track. I just need a little place to store my little train. My poor little train. All alone in a world of so many great trains. Okay, that looks smooth. I'm gonna try to make it as realistic as possible because everything else looks kind of realistic. We bring this over to this side and then let's connect this one up to the train track right over here. And just a little cheat here. We just grab our train with a wrench and we put it right there. Perfect. Okay, it's on the track. It should be safe. And well, let's head into the jungle and try to find this village, or well, the spot for the village, and no one tell him that I actually didn't restore a village, please. And while I'm running over here to what might be our potential build location, I just want to ask you one thing. maybe consider subscribing, as I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Oh, and while you're at it, maybe give the video a like as well. I am a really big fan of this valley here. This is gonna look amazing if we can make some sort of a mode of transportation through here. That over there looks pretty nice. And oh, look at this little area. This is perfect for a village. Maybe a little mining town, perhaps? Oh yeah, this is gonna be fantastic. Oh, this is nice. I like this material gathering. Since Feared gave me free reign of his storage rooms, I didn't want to steal too much. I mean, I just borrowed some diamonds and maybe some XP as well, but he did give me free reign of this, and I'm just out here like it's a field day. Ooh, logs. Okay, so I've got a little base camp set up here, and I've brought together a block pallet out of some borrowed blocks from Beard, of course, and I want to start my starter base here. So before we get to actually building here, I want to drop a sketch of the area to kind of get an idea in and how this starter base is going to end up. And well, I think I'm gonna go pretty big on this one. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I want to bring this over, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then this is a corner right here. We bring it back down this side and across over this way, where we, from this pillar over here, let's work in some stone brick before we can come in with a little bit of cobblestone. And let's get a little bit of mix of gravel and some andesite in here as well to really roughen up this wall, which, yep, I'm definitely gonna like this block palette. So let's continue using this block palette here to mark out our house. Okay, I think I've got an idea in, and I'm realizing how big this starter base is going to be. I don't want to make a basement because I want to go up a lot. I also had a little issue with the creepers twice while building this, so I want to head back to the storage. Not only am I here to make a mega torch, which is actually pretty cheap, so let's get that done. Oh, there's no gold. Oh, there's mega torches right here. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna grab 2 of those because that should stop mobs so I don't get blown up. But I also want to make a jetpack. So, oh boy. Let's try this. Okay, I've got everything here to make the steam engine, or at least attempt it, because there's a 9% chance that it fails. Maybe Beard has a deployer up in his starter base, perhaps? Oh, a poker. Perfect. Please. Oh, yes. Okay, it worked. Okay, I did not want to have to make another one. And okay, let's see. I think I need to turn that off, and then we can turn that one on, and let's head downstairs into the crafting chamber here, where we can take our components here. Let's see. Steam engine goes in the middle. Then we have our 3... Oh, no. Okay, I'm getting there. That, and then remove those top here as they are in the way, and click the button. This should craft it. Okay, it's looking good. And a jetpack. Perfect. Okay, now I need to figure out how this works. Okay, so if I just pick up water and drop it, this will fill up. And one more time. Okay, it's full of water. And fuel should just be as simple as maybe dropping that. 80 fuel. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna drop a stack. 2 stacks. 3 stacks. There we go. And now we can fly. Ooh! Whee! Oh my god, we can fly! But, okay, I need to get some flight falling before we head back. Now, let's see. First of all, let's get the mega torch in here, and I'm just gonna put it right here for now, smack dab in the middle, and we'll get a little spot for it in the house eventually. But I also got some armor on me now, and feather falling, which means I can fall a little safer. Alright, I have a little shopping list here that I want to grab up, and currently, let's see, I have spruce, won't be needing that. Some more mangrove wouldn't hurt, more dark oak wouldn't hurt either, and maybe some more jungle wood. Yes, okay, so we have spruce, and we're gonna need the rest. I've gone ahead and made a second backpack here, which we can go ahead and upgrade to iron, gold, and let's also get that one to diamond. And this will be our little shopping bag. So I'm gonna need some moss. Never get too much of that. Then, ooh, 500 dean bricks. Don't mind if I do. I'm probably gonna need a bunch of those. I'll restock it with whatever's left. Then 193,000 cobble deep slate. Okay, I am just gonna grab a little bit of that. Don't mind if I do. All right, so we have cobble deep slate, moss, dean bricks. Then over here, let's grab a little bit of birch, some jungle, and dark oak, and mangrove. Oh, I love this. This is just like being at the store, and I don't even have to pay for it. Okay, so I'm gonna start back in the corner here, and I made this pillar here to kind of mark out our height, and I think we extend down our dean bricks from that. Actually, wait, 1 block up, because this is gonna be a floor level. cobble. And then filling this wall out, of course, all the way to the other side, where we have this, of course. This is very boring, so I'm thinking it's a little dangerous when I'm thinking, but I've got to improvise here as I don't have all of the mods I want, but I'm thinking some logs here on the outside. Then let's bring out our packed mud here and want to add in some like darker spots of that down by the bottom down here. And then also a little bit by the top. And I'm trying to learn this jetpack a little bit and I think it's going pretty well, but I do like this. How about we mix it up a little bit, create some jungle planks as well to get that in here. I definitely like that. Okay, yeah, this is going to be something good. Now I'm over here in Beardew Valley just to craft up a few create components. Do I input this here? Oh, that's so simple. Why didn't I make something like this? Mine is so overly complicated. I am realizing this is going to take a little bit, but I have crafted up a few create components here as I want to get a little machine going. And luckily, most of these were actually successful. So we have 16 speed controllers. Perfect. And I've been using a lot of stripped logs here and stripping them by hand is a little boring. So I actually added in this water wheel back here, which I'm gonna power with a river eventually, but we can just power that up and I want to build a little saw area right here. So let's just see. Let's just get one of these and we can do another one on this side here. Maybe that's a little big though for what this is. So we'll move it over and yeah, that should take a little less space. Then we can bring out our mechanical saw in the... Oh, no. Hello? Hello? There we go. All right, let's see if we can get this power in here then. That's a little high. I would like this one block down. Would that mess up things later? Nah, it's fine. I can terraform that. That's a future stand problem. So we get that in, then we can get the rotation speed controller. Nope, we're not right there, right here, which we should speed up to 256 because, well, we can't have the perfect starter base without perfect machines. Oh, I don't like that though. I can probably work around that later. I want to try something a little different here to hook all of this up, where we turn the corner right there. Then let's see, can I make that go up? Spin this thing and then change the rotation once again. Would that work? I think there's really only one way to test this out, which by adding water here, that should work. Perfect. Invert the signal here, spinning it this way. Let's test it out with an andesite alloy perhaps. Oh, yes, that definitely worked. Then we gotta use the storage drawers here. And I think we place one right here, and then we should just be able to use some andesite funnels on these because it's only gonna be doing one at a time. Yeah, one of those there and there, just to decorate it a little bit for now. We are definitely gonna need some more decorations though in the future. What I should be able to do now is just throw a bunch of mangrove in here, for example, and we get strip mangrove. Perfect. But of course, I also have a plan for this machine. There's a reason I just built this, and that is because I want to get the second part of this base figured out here. And I've already marked a little bit with stone, but I do want to bring in our actual blocks. So let's first go ahead and extend up a few pillars of dark oak. And now that we've got some pillars in here, I've got to add in a ton of mangrove for the walls. There we go. We got some walls in here and I decided to add in a little bit of texturing to the pillars with stripping some of the logs. Now I have also prepared some red terracotta, mangrove planks, and netherrack to mix into our mangrove. With that texturing all around here, I actually really like that. They updated the ship mod? Oh my god. This is actually really cool. Oh, I'm looking forward to use this. Anyhow, I do actually want to grab some stripped jungle logs here to just add in a few of these patches as like the wood has been discolored. One there. We can do one like up here. What if we give another one over on this little area? And then one final one down right here. Another thing I did see recently that I do want to give a try here is if I make some signs just like this as a new little shutter thing. So we grab some logs, then we're going to just break this side of this, add in our logs, signs on the outside of this. The jetpack is very dangerous for this, but it's fine. And yeah, I definitely like that as a shutter. I might start using that a little more. And what I think would go really well with that is some bamboo. If we could just fly into the jungle here and find a little bit. But obviously, I just don't want to place bamboo in the windows. I want to place some scaffolding because I think this is going to look really good here. On the inside of this, we can get some windows a little later, but for now, I'm going to keep it just scaffoldings. But now with all of the walls in for our perfect starter base, I want to get a roof on so that we can start working on the create components inside. For this roof, I want to use a dark mix of blocks, mainly deep slate variants, but also throwing in some blackstone. I've got to say, I absolutely love this roof. I was a little scared starting it with how the texturing of it was going to go, but I've kind of gone with where I think it's going to be the darkest if the sun is from that angle. So there are some highlights, then the corners here are hidden, along with these ones here, and just everything. And I really, really like it. But we are not quite ready yet to put create components in there, and that's why I prepped this backpack full of things. And along with that, I have the schematic cannon here, which is going to build it all for me. Now I just have to wait.
6.5 hours later.
And well, the details are in. I love that. I need to fix a little bit with the entrance still, but taking a step back here, I've got some window details in, some actual windows, and it is looking good. And I also accidentally threw in the temporary pathway, which is going to go down that way. But if we take a look here on the inside, I have a lot to show. So I've added in an inside wall because the building is so big that I think it fits really nicely, and it looks a little better than having the same texture. We are probably going to have to move around this saw, for example, and add in all of the other create components and everything else that we need to make this starter base perfect. And that looks terrifying. But we do have access to the second floor here using this weighted dispenser, weighted ejector stamp. And we can also get across here, hitting our head a little bit to get to this side. Or we can take the boring way and walk a little catwalk. Got a little back door here. And we also have a little bit of a third story and even a fourth story up here. So what we're going to do with all of these, I'm not sure yet, but I have power being brought up all the way here, and we're gonna have to fix a little better power source to power this most likely, because 3 water wheels are not going to be enough. And the first room I want to tackle is definitely this one, and it's a little big, so I want to section it off a little bit by adding in a doorway right here in the middle, extending this wall up that far, just 2 blocks, and then we can get this up to the roof, where the first order of business here is definitely going to be bringing out the wrench and tearing this thing down, because I need to move it. Because what I want to do here is bring that up 1 more, then get 2 encased chain drives and 1 in front of there, yep, and then 2 more right there. Shafts down here still before we bring out our mechanical belts, and that's gonna be good. Then for now, I want to get 2 deployers and a mechanical press. Mechanical press goes here, and then our 2 mechanical deployers, are they called that? Or just deployers? Those go... There we go. They go like that. And it's definitely going to be overstressed now. But the overstressing issue is just something we're going to have to tackle in a little bit, as I want to get all the farms built first. So going ahead and rebuilding that sawmill. And with our saw back in action, also adding in a brass mixer here where you can input copper and zinc, and you'll get brass, gets outputted in the back and put into our storage area, which is going to be in that room. Then just gotta add some coal in here to power a blaze burner, but I don't have any blaze burners at the moment, so we'll have to fix that. But before we do, I want to tear this wall down a bit. But of course, we're gonna need something in here, and that's gonna be our crafting setup, or our mechanical crafters. If we ever need to make crushing wheels and stuff like that, then we'll have an output, and I want to put some brass slots or crafting slots in that one. And let's just give these all a wrench real quick, and there we go. Ooh, also thinking about it here, what if we just craft up like a spruce button and we place that, what would be a good spot, like there? I don't really like that, but that is going to force craft it if it isn't full. Now, another thing that I had on my list for an awesome starter base, or a perfect one, is definitely going to be a crushing wheel setup. So I'm thinking this little wall here is going to be perfect for that. And if we just remove that, yep, there we have a little shaft, which we should just be able to grab some rotation from, where we place 1 gearbox there, 2 more, and a shaft in the middle. And if that's spinning the correct way, those should work. And we have a smart chute at the top because it can output 64, while this one can only input 64, and output 16. So this is going to be faster. And then a barrel here, since crushed stuff can give more than one output. So honestly, that should be it if we give that rotation. But this over here needs a little bit of power. And I'm thinking we just route this under the floor. My first idea was in the roof, but that's going to be a little trickier. And oh yeah, we have that right there. Where with the power of a few shafts, we can get this side. And then, oh, I always hate hooking these up. I'm just going to add in like 3 gearboxes because I have so many of them. And resources aren't really an issue. Then cogwheel there and there. Definitely the smartest way of doing that. I'm going to wait with the storage room and hop up to the second floor real quick. Fling ourselves over, hit the wall, and let's build our precision machine. And this is it. Pretty simple, actually. I've got to add in some filters and stuff to make it actually work, but we don't have any power, so it doesn't matter at the moment. But if we go ahead and jump down here, let's work in this little area. I want most of my storage to be over in this here, and then I want random machines over in this corner here, such as like a metal press, a whisk, and stuff like that. But the storage sounds a little more fun, so I want to punch out 3 wide right over here. So I have not played a lot with the storage mod, but it does seem really neat. And I think I kind of know how it works. So I'm going to add in a drawer controller right there. Then a bunch of compacting drawers on top of this. And that's going to be for like all of our ores to automatically compact that, which is going to be really nice. Then let's see here. So if I want to I bring down just jungle trapdoors, and we can bring those across. And there won't actually be items in these down here. These are just so the drawer controller also works on the other side. And let's start that wall right here. Then in that all the way over there, and then up 4 blocks in total, and get those in. These are going to be the 2x2s, which are going to need some storage upgrades, but for now it is fine. We'll get a jungle drawer right there, and then connect these up under here, just like that. And then why don't we also fit a few over in this little slot, because I do have the space and more drawers can't hurt. And for ease of access, why don't we just add in a little trap door right over here, and we can just rotate that, and that we can access our drawer controller by. Then let's see, I want to kind of make a little, yeah, this will work. We can take 2 spruce stairs to get ourselves up just a little bit. I'm gonna recycle this dark oak, and just because I don't have any more on me right now, then dark oak logs across right there. I also think, yeah, I made some airy oak trap doors here, which we can just stack in right here as a little bit of a railing, and also a little bit over here. Maybe even remove that one and that one. Yeah, I like that. Let's get ourselves all of these things, and ooh, our thingies over here, which are of course also called workbenches. Stam. I know that. I just forgot the names. And the 2 I use the most is probably the glass blower and the mason table. So I want those down here, and then fly up here. So we'll have to grab these, and let's see, let's put them up here. It's gonna look a little odd with 5 of them up here. What if we add the carpenter's table back down in this corner? That could work. Then we can have tinkering and the alchemy on this side, botanist, and the loom table right there, because this is easy access from the storage room. So yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Then let's do a crafting table, our cutting board right there, and the slate casing can go right in the corner, and a stone cutter on the ground there. Might be a little dangerous when you're going to try to get up there, so let's put it up there instead. Not that it actually does damage. And with this side looking good, this side is also looking very good. With our general machines, a little millstone, we got a slicer without a knife, we got a whisk or mechanical mixer, we got a metal press for a basin, and another press, and a deployer. Then I've also started prepping here above a little bit. If we can just, can I just sneak my way in here where we can remove this, replace this one with just a spruce stair like that, and also maybe even do these like spruce stairs just to block that a little bit, as I want to bring out some fans, place those looking upwards here, and this is gonna be our 4 fans. And I'm realizing now I will not have a lava bucket, but I do both have a campfire and a soul campfire. So I'm gonna put, let's see here, campfire there, and then the water bucket there. We have this little divider so that I can put the lava right here, and also it fits better. Then what's gonna make this really cool is that I want some deployers, I was gonna say, but that's drawers. Then some chutes below that. And the fans are going to be blowing upwards, but the chutes still drop the items below them. So I can just input up here, and it's just gonna get dropped here, sit there until I pick it up. We can even decorate it with like 2 brass casings in the middle, and let's get some... I gotta go get that lava bucket. Where could I find lava? Is that a lava lake? I do think so. What are you doing up there? Oh, hello there, Adam. Well, I feel bad now that you have a... No, I don't. Lava bucket acquired, and let's head back to the starter, which is looking so good. Oh, you didn't even... You survived that? What? Ooh, and we can add that in. And just like me, Beardstone plays without fire tick, so that's not going to burn the whole place down. But some copycat panels here where we can first add in one right above these. Then let's get some on the front. And then I want to get yet another layer above this to minimize the smoke, which we're probably still going to see though. And yeah, it will work. We just have to test it, but I need power for that. And this kind of crosses off everything that I would consider a perfect starter base to need. Although it's definitely missing some details, mainly terrain and some pathway works, and well, a door and some power. But other than that, it is a great starter base. May I even say perfect. And now I want to check how behind on stress units we are. Okay, 15,000. I thought it would have been worse, but that's only 1,100%. Cool. That's not bad. And well, I don't really have any plans to set up an automatic steam engine or something like that. So if we head over to Viridium Shores, I remember when Beard was showing me around, I think something over here caught my eye. And yep, his 33,000 blaze cakes. So if I just like take a few, just a few, I'm sure he won't notice, right? And while we're here, let's just quickly grab up some copper as well, because we're gonna need that. And before we start building the steam engine itself, the base is also missing something, which is where's the netherrack? Yep, here it is. I'm just gonna grab like 12, then we can craft that with some iron sheets into empty blaze burners. And I think I have another 4 in this. Yep, there they are. And let's head to the nether, taking the not elevator down here, and let's hop through it. Now, I've not been in here, and I have no idea where his nether fortress is. Oh, I'm about to get so very lost. Oh, but that is one. Okay, so it's right up there. I'm sure I'll remember that. I've just gotta steal some of these. Oh, here it is. Here's a blaze spawner. He's taking this blaze spawner. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Oh, ouch. Nope, stop me. What is that? Get away from me. Stop it. Stop that right now. Okay. Those are terrifying, and I don't want to be here anymore. I'm just gonna grab that. This terrifies me. Nope. No, thank you. Okay, back home, where we first of all can add in all of our blaze burners, or all of the 3 ones we need. Then I eventually want to add some sort of like a basement to the manor, but for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and dig down. This should be far enough, and hide a little steam engine down here. All right, let's get ourselves sorted down here by placing in our blaze burners first. Then above this, we get our fluid tanks in, and I'm not sure how many you need. It's probably not going to be the most efficient one, but I'm hoping to get around 50,000 SU. So what if I just make a tower like that big? Should work. But let's see. I'd like to get probably, I'm going to get them all in a row like this one, and I can use the bottom one to power this, which should literally just be, let's see, let's get that in there and that. I have so many rotation speed controllers, so I might as well use one. No, wait, is that 2 blocks away that wants to be? Yeah, there we go. Okay, it might not be pretty, but I might just do something like this again. There we go. And then just hook that up right there. So that should be that sorted. And ooh, right, it's gonna need water to start it, which I do have a hand crank, I believe, or I used to, but it should maybe... Okay, that works. I can get that spinning, and water is good. Mechanical arm, which I actually... Okay, luckily I had everything to craft that. Then just simply putting a depot, our drawer, and a funnel on that, and then grabbing all of our blaze cakes. Nope, not in the crafting table. And 1,000 should do me for so long. Yes, okay. 32, 65. Oh, this is making way more than I planned for, but that's great. It means we can add back those in, and that should only be taking 16,000 to power these 2 things. Great. Maybe I'll add it in, because it means I can kickstart it myself, so that is good. But what is missing now is actually heat, and the size could go up a little bit. Wait, can I make it taller and it would produce more? Because I do have more fluid tanks. So, Oh, okay. Yeah. Heat and size are now equal, which means 131,000. Okay. That is way more than I thought we would be producing, but I've never used the supercharged things. So we'll just keep that hole there and I'll add a proper entrance eventually. Oh, right. Everything needs to be hooked up now. Which I'm thinking this thing right here might be our best bet. Oh, right, I'm gonna have to speed this up as well, which we can just do right in this corner. Large cogwheel on that. And then just a gearbox there, and this has to spin the right way now, or it's gonna break things upstairs. Okay, we broke that one. Good to know that it needs to be spinning the other way. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, something happened, and that something is that everything's spinning. Not this though, okay. Oh, because there's one shaft missing. Okay, that, and that works, cool. Just checking, all of this is powering, even that one. The fans are running. I know they don't have to spin at the max speed, but it's easier that way, and as you saw, we have no issue on power. But we can head upstairs now, and that is visible, and this over here is working. Cool. And well, I've spent a little more time working on the base. And oops, hold up. Yeah, and I need that with a sandstone and a jungle trapdoor on top. Well, a jungle block, and then that right there. There we go. That's the entrance. And so if we step inside here, don't mind stepping through the dark oak, I've done some interior decorating. And well, there is a lot to look at. So I'm just going to quickly walk through the rooms here. And I spent so long last night working on this. And it would have been a mess showing on camera my thought process. So I just went ahead and built it. Turn the precision mechanism area into a little kitchen over here. And if we start heading upwards, we find a little bedroom, and then even more upwards, we have an office. And this is also going to be a little control room for the village, as we can turn on and off farms in here. And of course, I can sit down and do what I need to do, and maybe even a space for a map in the future. I also want to mention that this chandelier is not my design. This one is Whip's design, and I've just recolored it and done a few changes, but nothing major. So I want to just give him the credit for it. But if I just go ahead and move my items in, I'd call this perfect starter base complete. But there is quite a little work to do on the outside here. So the first thing I want to start off with is extending in that dock that I planned from the beginning with the sketch. And I think I like this. I really like the path, and I like the dock side right now. Probably will be changing that up a little bit as we get some water in and seeing how that all looks. But the water won't come today, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. And I might be a little lazy, but I do want to extend it off eventually off in this direction. I just really don't know how far or anything, so I'm just gonna leave it here, and I need this little gap, as I do want to be running a stream next to the river here. Wait, no. A stream next to the house down to the river. There we go. So that's going to be connecting in there. And then I need to just do a little bit of cleaning and make a little garden back here. Oh, and also a little bit of terraforming here on the backside, because the mural is sticking. It's sticking through the wall. Now I've got some seeds here, already got some tomatoes planted, and this is not going to be an efficient garden of any sort, but I thought it would be just nice to have a few crops in the ground right next to the house if I ever needed it. Throw in a few carrots over here. Okay, we should have enough fields actually. We can throw those in there, potatoes right here. Let's get some wheat right over here, and getting a seedy place. And ooh, I have some beetroots as well that we should be able to nestle in back here, shouldn't we? We can just get our water in right down there. That should do. I don't really see myself needing the beet, but there we go. Just a nice little garden where I might add in a tree later. I'll see what I think about that. But for now, I really like this little area, and I don't think it needs much more. And it's also perfect because, oh well, no, this, I don't know why I count this as a kitchen, because the kitchen is up here. Also a little inconvenient if you're cooking food and then your dining table is down here where there's no staircase. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, door. There's only one little area that I wanted to touch up on, and that's adding in this little stream next to the waterfall here, or I mean the water wheels. Then that goes under the street and then comes out down here into the eventual river. And I do want to continue the stream upwards, but I honestly don't know what I want to do above behind the starter base yet. So I'm just going to leave that as it is now, and then I'll extend it up probably towards this mountain over here. I recently found myself in a brand new world, or well, brand new to me. I've already built the perfect starter base. However, it lacks a vital component. Accessibility. Currently, the nearest train tracks lie over 500 blocks away. Today, my aim is to build a brand new train station, equipped to accommodate both passengers and cargo. And to traverse this 500 block stretch through the jungle, a fully custom-built river with its very own boat. Leave a like if you're excited, and please subscribe to help me reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers this year. So, to get today started, I've got to prep some materials, and I want to do some upgrades to our material backpack. Mainly, we have some upgrade slots to use. And I'm missing a few resources here in my storage, so let's head over to the magical bookshelf and head over to Beardew Valley. So the first thing we've got to make here is some upgrade templates. And we have slots for 5, so we're going to need some leather. Doesn't seem like we have any string, but we do have iron and maybe some wool. Oh, we have carpets. That should work, actually. Let's just take a stack of red carpets, throw that in our crushing wheel real quick. And first of all, let's craft the bases then. So looking at our upgrades here, I definitely want to craft the upgrade. I'm kind of tempted to get a workbench. I'm gonna get a mason workbench, also a stack upgrade for sure. Probably good to throw in a stone cutter, and then we have one more we can use. Oh, what if you have all of the ship benches just like stored in here and you can just switch them out if you need them? That might be smart to do. And oh, I think Beardy has done a little bit of restocking with the diamonds since I was last here. Tier 1, tier 2, and let's get one more tier there. Another right tier isn't really worth it because that's definitely going to be enough. And yeah, I think I'm going to go with a glass blower for the final one here. That's our 5 upgrades, and I definitely think that should work. I might consider getting the other ones and just like putting them here, and I can switch them if I need them. But mason and glass blower are the only really ones I use a lot. And we can just restock the string. Aha, I have now contributed to the system. I need deep slate. Oh, what was that? Hello? Is there anyone out here? Hello? Hey, I'd like to check up on the restoration progress of the village. Okay. I'm working over in the farming district. Just pop by when it suits you, Beard. Okay, there's another page. Getting here was near impossible. Please deliver extra payment to the post office. Postman Pat. Postman Pat? What are you doing here? Okay, well, great. Do you think Beard knows where the village I was supposed to restore is? Because I'm pretty sure this is not it. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be fine. I'm sure it'd be fine. But he did say to pop by anytime, and I am just starting some material gathering here. We're gonna need some more blackstone, some sandstone for sure. We've still got a bunch of stone laying around, some tough mangrove I will definitely be coming back for. Where's our spruce? Here's our spruce. We're gonna need some of that. Just all to throw in to our backpack here, and the storage upgrade was definitely a smart move because we're gonna be able to hold so much more stuff. But I would have thought I had some packed mud laying around because I used a lot of that. I have 17 here. Maybe... oh, here we have some because I also need that. And the rest is just running around in storages, but I do actually want to do a little bit of material gathering. I know, crazy. And I think some mountains are going to be good for this, as I need to gather up a bunch of coal ore. There we go. I'm quite sure a stack of coal ore should be enough. And as nice as it is to be able to just grab whatever I need from Beard storage, I would lie if I didn't say I miss a little bit of regular material gathering. Oh, that's my house. Ouch. And one thing we're gonna have to get sorted here before we head over is I want some of this. So let's craft up some normal brick. We're gonna have to grab more stone most likely, as I want to craft a bunch of these. And 48 is definitely not gonna be enough. That is more like it. Then I do also want to make a chisel, which, okay, I don't have any of those. An iron ingot and a stick. Make one of those, and let's grab even more. Oh, oop. Oh, this menu has also changed from what I can remember. I'm gonna want some crushed stone, and can I have those connected textures on? off. I think they look better with off, actually. I'm going to turn some of that into this. And I probably won't use the chisel too much, but that's fine. Well, I better head over towards where Beardy is working here. So if we hop in the bookshelf and arriving where he has done a lot since I was last here. He's going to sneak on down. All right, let's see where he's working. Probably indoors. He's... Okay, that looks sinister. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hello there. What are you up to here?
Milking cows.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's fine. Look, they're all just getting locked in their own little pens, and then the milking machine comes along, and they all get milked. Everything's fine.
Wait, is that how this works as well? Is there a... oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, this is the wool farm, obviously.
I mean, that's I would say that's very humane for being a Minecraft wool farm. I mean, you're giving them a good life here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, don't come back later once I've done the other side of the barn. But for now, it's lovely.
Anyways, I got your message about wanting to see the progress on the village, and I have done some progress. So you want to head over there? I still haven't worked on a train station yet. It's in the plans.
That's fine. Yeah, I look forward to seeing what you've done. So does that mean we're getting the bus again?
It means we're getting the bus again, Beardy.
That's fine. I love the bus.
Well, yeah, I just saw it here, so I think we gotta
I hate
wait.
the bus.
4 minutes. That's not bad.
Oh, that's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
No. Okay. Yeah. Getting flashbacks. Right. Yeah. I'm not standing anywhere near there.
No, neither.
I mean, I'm a little bit concerned about the travel plans for this village. You say you are going to build a station, but currently we just have to yeet ourselves off the train.
The station is in the plans. Yes.
Right.
It's the next project.
Oh, exciting.
I had to get a little situated, like learn the village. I've actually gone ahead and torn it all down. You wouldn't be able to tell that there was a village there before.
Right. So the refurbishment of the village is you've just removed the village.
Yeah, there was a lot in ruins.
I have to say you are looking very kitted out.
Yes. I mean, since you gave me free reign of your storage and all of that stuff. I wouldn't dare touch it before that though. No.
Right.
No.
Get it. I don't remember the village being this far away from nowhere.
Oh no, I found it this far away.
Right. That's a little bit more concerning. Okay.
I would get ready round about now.
Oh.
Not yet.
I'm stuck.
I'm stuck.
I'm off.
Oh, Beardy. Oh no. Help. Oh, I'm off as well. No, I nailed it, Beardy.
I'm coming.
I landed right here.
You
I
landed
was
right
stuck
there.
for ages, and then I just got spat out here. Yeah, this is where I found it. Oh, well, this is where I traversed into the terrain to find it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is the village that I discussed with the agency. But then it took them so long to send you anyway. I'm not even surprised.
Well,
Go on then. Show
okay.
me what you've done. Either way, I'm sure it's going to be wonderful.
So, heading up this very elegant pathway, and we find ourselves the front door, which just face through that little sign there, and welcome in to the manor of the place without a name as of right now. And if you want to see the tour of the starter house with Redstone, then head over to the second channel, as it was a little too long to put in the main video. Link to that is in the description. Well, both Postman Pat and Beardy has now commented on that it's very tricky to get over here, so we should probably get started on the station. And well, it's quite a way to get over there, and I have a great idea on how we're gonna do that, but it includes making a fully custom river. So yeah, that's gonna take a little while, but I want to get started on the train station, and ooh, I should have brought train tracks. Okay, so I'm probably going to be disregarding whatever terrain things we have here before, and I've done a little bit of math, or well, I've counted, and I want to run this one over to, let's see here, make sure that this one is smooth off. Something like this. We can maybe even connect it a little further out, like somewhere around here. That sounds great. Since there's not going to be a train on this for a little bit, I'm not going to cause a traffic jam, leaving it without signals, but I will have to clear a few trees. Got the tree line pushed back a little bit. We're probably gonna have to open up the area behind here a little more, but I do want to get this train track in, and let's see, we're just gonna continue on this block here all the way over to this point, and I think that should be how long the train station is. I've kind of just gone and copied one of Beard's ones, and it should work out. Then if we also just go ahead and connect this here with the nicer one. There we go. That one is perfect. And that's going to be our inner train line. Now I gotta clean that up. And why don't we actually go ahead and move the train signals as well, just so I don't ruin anything as well. Last time I made them, I forgot about it, and I might have caused like a 3-day traffic jam, but it's fine. It's fine. We're also definitely going to have to update our train as it's, well, lacking a little behind. It's a little too small for this world. And clearing out the birch forest is actually going to be good for us, as I do want to use some birch for our train station. But it's not going to be a block we start off with, as I want to start off with marking it out. And to do that, I'm going to use this crushed stone, which Beard has been using on other train stations, just to try and make it match a little bit. It's still going to be very, very different from what he usually does. And we're going to run this to where that track ends, which is right here. So it's a pretty long platform. And running it back here, I have left a few gaps, as this is going to be the main train station over here, and then I want a little ticket office here. But this whole area is going to need some packed mud, as that's what I want to use for the train platform floor, as that's what we got going on over at the village. And wait, when I'm filling this in, I thought about something. There's building ones in this. So just a few diamonds over at the storage. And well, I want to try these out. And how do these work? It's been ages since I've used these. Is it just... Oh, it's just that simple, isn't it? Oh, it's just that simple. Okay, that's nice. I'm not going to get too used to these because, well, I don't want to bring them into my worlds, but that is nice. Platform a little detailed here, and I want to start on the actual train station next. So let's bring out the mason table, where I've already got one stack of sandstone in here, and let's find the sandstone pillar, because I'm gonna want mostly that, and then we can turn the rest to whatever we need with it. I also went ahead and switched out the glass blower for a refill one, just to make building a little easier. Now I've marked out with a little bit of stone here roughly where I want this part of this building to go, and that's gonna go over this way. Then on the opposite side here, we're gonna stack it up till that point. I'm gonna remove it below here, as I do want to get a foundation level eventually, but for now we'll skip that. It's gonna be flying for a little bit. Then let's see here. I want to bring this up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 more blocks. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, I so should have used this last time. That's amazing. And next up here, I do want to start working on some pillars in front of this. And I think we space these out 3 blocks apart, because that always works out. Then if we take one of these, we extend 2 walls up, another tuff, and then a stone brick stair on top of that. And if we just start working ourselves off of this pattern here till we get something like that. And this is going to be our arch, which, oh yeah, I'm definitely liking that. And this all across looks really nice as well. It's missing a little bit of color though, so I'm thinking we take some warped planks, and then in my other backpack here I have some sticks, which together here we can make a few signs. And this isn't going to look great from afar, but close up it's going to look really good, because if we just cover the bottom of the pillars here with these, yep, that definitely added in some color, which is perfect. And then I'm thinking we can get some more decorations, but I'm going to do that a little later. As for now, what I want to do is bring out some oak planks in front here. I don't want this dark oak all around. I just want the color in the front. As well, I want to bring in some scoria bricks across here and border up the top of the sandstone. Now, I do want to add in some stairs poking out this way. And this is going to be a start of a roof. I've got some spruce signs made up. Oh, okay, wait, I'm gonna need a temporary block and then one of the signs. There we go. And then I remove the temporary block. Okay, this should work. And then in front of these, I want to line that with spruce trapdoors. I've extended this out 2 blocks past here, where I want to start on our roof going upwards. And I have plans for another building to go in this little area here, so I will be stopping it at this block. And yeah, that's going to connecting into a building. On the other side, however, I don't have that restraint. And this can connect right up here at the top, where I was about to round that off with a stair, but I do definitely want some slabs for that. I've done just a little more work getting everything in place here, and well, I really want to get a roof on. And I got the schematic cannon over here loaded up with the schematic, but I'm missing a few resources still, and that is bamboo and dark prismarine. Although now that I think about it, I probably should have prepped the bamboo a little earlier, because yep, this is all I have. All right, I'm probably gonna have to wait for this to grow up, because this is one of the items that Beard does not have a farm for. And Vertium Shores is where I think I'll find prismarine, and I feel like it's okay. Yep, that's dark prismarine for sure. And okay, 0 in stock. It is fine, because I'll just join some from the line over here. So I've been a little restless here while I wait for this bamboo, and I've actually gone ahead and changed out the 1x1 drawers to jungle trim, because the episode 1 just went out earlier today, and so many people told me I should use trims, so I've switched all of the 1x1 drawers to trims. And then another thing I did, because I was a little lazy, and why should I harvest the bamboo when I can get a machine to do it for me? So we have another 600 bamboo in here. I've been kind of just crafting it up every here and there into the bamboo blocks, which are there. And this is a little over another stack, which should actually get me all of the stairs I need. Hopefully, maybe a few more. Yep. That is actually going to be enough. I still need a few more, though, to get some bamboo blocks, as the roof also needs that. I've let the schematic cannon do its thing now, and we've got a roof on this. And why do you keep rowing in it? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's missing a little bit here on the backside, as I have plans for another building and another building here as well. So the train station is not nearly done, but it is looking a whole lot better with some roofs in here, because we've got an inner roof. We don't have to talk about this area because it's a little messy, but we won't even be there. It's fine. And I'm thinking that we extend in our crushed stone on this side facing the train tracks, just to keep kind of the same vibe we got on over there. And then on this side, I want to bring in what we got going on over at the starter base and the dock there, as this is where one of our boats is going to hook up, or well, the boat is going to be traveling back and forth through here, and we don't have a river yet. I also want something little on this side right over here, just as a little loading area, as I do want to build a loader in the train station, or well, an unloader. Let me show you this. If we quickly head over to Beardew Valley here, he's got this train right here, and this is actually a train that he can send off and get him stuff delivered straight to his storage. So I actually used this last to get sandstone for the train station, and so I just put that in here, gave it to this fly in the front, and then if I just click this button, that train is now off to go and grab sandstone. And when that comes back, it's going to unload that sandstone. And if I check in here, it currently has 0 sandstone, but once that gets filled up with some sandstone and gets back, we should have some sandstone in the storage. And well, simply put, I want one of those right in here, and that's why I have an extra little room I want to put over here. And oh yep, there the train actually just went, but we're going to get that in just a little bit. As first, we need to figure this platform out, which is probably just going to be this big, and this is just going to be a little supervising area for when the boats get loaded with resources from the delivered train. And this area over here is going to be for passengers. But it won't matter having a platform for passengers if we don't have a method to get to the village. So I want to use some concrete powder to mark out a route for a custom river, before we can take a mechanical saw and hand crank to cut down a few trees along the way. After I was done with the saw and hand crank, I laid a few train tracks out along the route, and I now want to take this giant train drill along it, digging the majority of the river for me. And well, I've done a little more work on the river, and I spent, well, I'd probably say 6-7 hours on this, and we definitely have something to work with. If we could take a look at our map, I really like the shape of this. So the train drill did most of it, but I have gone back and roughened it up with just this portable drill and also a rope. Won't lie, I'm a little tired on the terraforming right now. I've still got a bit more digging, and I want to turn this area behind here into a giant lake, but I might not get that done today. We'll see about that. For now, I do want to take a break from the terraforming and, well, fix this mess. And to fix this mess, I don't really need much. I'm going to need a few stacks of andesite, definitely a few stacks of stone, and a bit of cobblestone. While we are here, does he have any light gray? He does not, so we'll take a stack of that. 8 of those right there, and bring another crafting table. We can put the terracotta in around there and make some light gray terracotta. Then planning a little bit ahead, let's grab that stack of stripped. Not the most, so we're probably gonna have to head back to the base. Over here, I definitely want to strip up a few of the, nope, not all of them. We can keep that many, as I will be needing a couple of planks. I'm also pretty sure I already have a few. Yes, I do. That actually should be enough, but at least I have a few to use. So I've gone ahead and turned this andesite here into some andesite bricks. And on the corners, I do want to get in some polished andesite. And I will extend this down into the water later, but I'm still not sure on how I want to do that. So I'm going to wait. And above this, I do want to start incorporating a few stones and even our coal, as that's something that we gathered up earlier and I really want to use in this build. Then with the wall in, I do want to get in our light gray terracotta on the sides right here. Then on the top, I'm thinking we bring in some glass, which we can then continue downwards here just a little bit with that blue stained glass. And of course, using my favorite trick with a little bit of those squares at the top, just to make it a little more interesting. Then this is also looking a little boring, and this is going to be fun, is it not? Then to make it even less boring, we just got to add in some campfires here on the top, which we can then extend out a trapdoor, extinguish those of course because I don't want to burn my feet, and we get ourselves something like this, which I'm definitely liking. Now we've just got to add in the rest. This is looking a whole lot better, but I do want to give credit where credit is due, and I was a little bad at this last episode. This roof design here is inspired by a builder named Osander, and I'll leave his Instagram in the description if you want to check him out. He's also one of the people I've seen using this window shutter design, but I have also seen it in other places. A very talented builder, and I do recommend checking him out. I want to take a little break from building here, as I have prepped up a few materials in my backpack to build ourselves our very first train in this world. I'm sorry, but you don't count. So getting that train built. Alright, time to assemble our train here, and I'm gonna name it Temp Stab. Yeah, I've got no idea what it should be named, so leave your suggestions down in the comments. I've also got to get this over to the track. Is this too far to locate it? Oh, it isn't. Oh, but it's in the way of that train. What if I... Oh. I do, however, think I actually have quite a good name for the train station itself, and that's actually left by a comment in the first episode, and I want to name it somewhere. And of course, we also have a name for the village, as I asked for that. But before we get that situated, I want to get the train board in. And for that, I want metal girders sticking up, skipping 2 blocks, then more metal girders, and we should get that base. I want the waystone right here. Gonna name that somewhere. Then connect these, bringing these up another 1, 2, 3, and 5. Then in towards the middle, 2, up another 1, in, and now we gotta bring it out on the other side. And we have this. Then I want to take our display boards and a cogwheel. Cogwheel goes at the top. Our display boards go around like this. And there we go. Okay, I don't have the train station for the platform set up yet, but I will get that working soon, and I think somewhere is a perfect name. And the name I want to name my village is going to be TU Forte, and that was suggested by Satire. And it's a reference to a TF2 map, I believe, because they said that the starter base architecture reminded them of that map. And just looking at one picture, I definitely agree. So I think it's a perfect name. But like I said, we still need a name for the train, and we're going to need a name for the boat that we will be building towards the end of the episode. Now I just need to figure out, I kind of want to store this train away somewhere because it's kind of history, I guess. Maybe I can make a little parking area for it in the mountain or something. I'm currently sitting on the seafront runner here, and I think I've hooked it up so that it's gonna stop at somewhere. All right, we're passing by nowhere. Okay, we should be approaching the station now. We shouldn't be far out. Oh, there it is. It's loading in. Let's see if it stops. It looks like it. Yep, it stops. We can get off. The board isn't spinning, right? Okay, I thought... Okay, I've set it up, but it doesn't have any power. This should wait here for 20 seconds. I've touched Beardstone's terrain network, and hopefully I didn't break anything. Oh, would you look at that? They kind of match. And off it goes. Perfect. Another little thing I do want to do with this train is... All right, I can't place blocks here. If we place that there and that... And are you sitting? I think so, maybe. Now I've built this train here with a little bit of functionality, and there's a portable storage interface there and on the sides here. And earlier I showed you Beard's train where he can get stuff delivered to his warehouse, and I want to have the same thing for Tio Forte. So we need to build an unloader here. And to start this, I definitely want to start ourselves off with a vault to hold the items we request. On top of this, we can bring in 2 smart chutes right here. Then some shafts on top of those. And if we run over here, we can get another few shafts on this wall, connecting those up. Where we bring out our portable storage interface, which we can place down there, or well, up there, I guess. A funnel on this side and a funnel on the other side, just so that we can deliver the items even faster. And then for the wall surrounding this, I want to continue the same block palette from earlier. Then the same window details here. We go 3 blocks, 2 more, and 1 right over there. And then we just get some windows in on that. On top of this, I'm thinking we extend in some polished blackstone here across before we go up and connect it into the other roof, which leaves us with an inside that is quite bare. I do also quickly just want to make a little preparation over here. This is nothing I want to finish today, as I want to bring out a portable storage interface here. And we have another one of these, and I want to connect that. So those will connect. Okay, well, it's definitely a little lower, and I do think that the terrain cab is going to hit it, the roof at least, but I don't think that should be an issue. Let's just try to back this up a little bit and park it at the delivery station. Yes, that will connect at least. Could be fixed by moving that up, but then that won't be flush. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I eventually also do want to get something on this flatbed on the train, and maybe I'll move them then. But that's going to be some future farms of Tio Forte. And maybe you can already take a guess on what I'm going to make. I've decided, but I'm going to keep it a secret for a little longer. But now I've got to do the dreaded task. I got to spend time on the river. Oh boy. Well, I've now spent a few hours working on the terrain for the river here, and well, I'm yet to even start the river itself. I've only worked on the edge, getting our mud in, and then I've been working on fixing the terrain around that, and I still have like 4, 5, maybe even 6 cliffs to do along the way. But again, looking at our map here, you can see all of the mud, and you can see the terrain I've been working on, so I just have to continue working, but I have to get to sleep first. Ouch. Okay, I've done some work. I did a 3-hour stream, and I started actually working on the river itself, and this is about as far as I've gotten. There's the starter base, and I've gotten to this point, which is like here, and there's all of this left to do, and the whole lake over here, and another lake right over here. So there's quite a bit to go, but I am getting what we are putting down here, and I got some suggestions on how we're gonna fill this, but of course I have to get the rest of the river in. So hopping into time-lapse mode for the first time in this series to continue building on the river. Spending another couple of hours here working on the river terraforming. The river is looking really good. It's just missing a little bit of water and some final touches right over here. But what I have gone ahead here is prepped one backup right over here and another one right here. This one is going to finish off the details for the train station. So let's get that one rolling. And while that first schematic cannon is finishing up the details for the train station, I want to get the second one working on a boat. And well, this is one of the first boats that I've designed myself in a really long time. I usually don't really do boats. It took quite a while to work the shape out, but with all the frame blocks, it was actually quite a fun process. Now I'm just worried about it being too wide for the river though. And oh right, there's also one more thing. It doesn't have any portable storage interfaces yet, which shouldn't be too hard to add in here. We'll just place that there, then getting ourselves a wrench. I like to rotate you to there we go. And then for good measure as well, if we do want to use it on the other side, let's add in one right here and get those back in. All right, pretty sure everything should be connected, so let's click create a new train. We have 2 bogies and assemble train. I have no name for this boat here behind me, so do leave that in the comments. Stamp boat for now. And well, I'm gonna take this and relocate it to here. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Well, it's the right direction. Yeah, it's fine. I just really want to see if well, it fits the river. Right now, obviously not, but it will be fitting that later. Oh, this is so cool. It's a little tight here, but I do think it makes it just about. Maybe I'll make that a little wider. Looks like it makes that as well. A little clipping on the back there. I'll have to make that a little wider as well. I did actually go ahead and try it out with the other trains. I'm just going to stop that here. Little more clipping on that turn. Okay. Well, it's not as bad as I thought, actually. Oh, but that is so seriously... Oh, but it's so cool still. Okay, I'm going to block off a little area here now with some gravel. And this little area right here in the middle sounds good. And I want to try to use a hose pulley to fill this. But I've actually just thought about it. I'm going to use this as the lowest point. Want to make sure that I don't fill above that. And let's see if this is going to work. Okay, just update that. Okay, that's spinning, and okay. That's filling up the first layer. Good. I'm doubtful this is going to work, but if it does, it's going to be faster than bucket. Okay, it filled the first layer actually very nicely. Okay, let's get this raised up one. Well, I think it's fair to say that this is working pretty well. Apparently, I can have this a little higher and it will still go down, so I don't have to worry about that. I've got this one spinning. I have another one over there, and I've got a third one over here, which, oh, I have to limit that one. Uh-oh, hold up. Don't get too far here. Don't get too far here, because I still have a bit more terraforming to do around this point, so I'm just gonna limit it here, and there's gonna be, well, no water for this part for a while.
Ah, look at this.
Oh yes,
Camo's new station.
I have a new station. I took it to heart when you said that it was a little tricky getting here, and I made it a little easier.
Well, it's better than yeeting myself off a train into a bunch of bandits like last time. Yeah,
fair enough. Yep, it is. It's 10 times better. Welcome to somewhere.
Oh,
yep.
I like what you did there.
Yeah.
Somewhere and
Thank the
nowhere.
comments.
I like it.
So we have a simple little ticket office, and we have the main train station building, where you can sit under a little roof. Wait, you can take a break at the union mandated break even.
Yeah, I noticed you also got the movie posters. Yeah, you've gone with the beardy one.
I like the beardy one. It's a great movie. I saw it the other day. Fantastic. And arrival board, not up to date yet, but if we do head over the second set of train tracks, we have the stamp delivery train that currently has no name, but we can head inside.
So this is the point where I have to act surprised and pretend I wasn't there 15 minutes ago helping you troubleshoot the boat stuff.
So yeah, delivery train, and if we head indoors...
Ooh, delivery train! That's cool. Nice.
If we head indoors here, we have a little flatbed, which is going to be exporting some things from the village later, along with this red container at the back. But
exporting?
Oh yeah. I've got to create something here. Then we have the green container, which is yoinking stuff from your warehouse.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's what it's there for.
It's what it's there for.
You've got your own like BPD train basically.
If we just head back out here.
Did you steal my netherite?
No, this isn't a netherite backpack. This is a diamond one.
Right. Okay. I see. For a backpack.
Colored it.
Yeah, it's not even worth it. You only get 2 extra slots.
To get to the village, we have a boat, which is also without a name.
This is what I saw a little bit of like 15 minutes ago. I didn't have a proper look at it. I was trying to be good. I was just helping you troubleshoot some stuff.
Yeah, it was a little laggy.
It looks incredible.
Don't mind it floating in the sky, not even in the water yet. Let us send it off. Are you on board?
I certainly am, yes.
All right, let's remote controlled boat try 2. There we go.
First time every time, Stan.
Oh yeah, first time, for sure. So we're just gonna back out a little bit here.
Cam and have a look at this. Oh, I've got a weird shadow. Yep, there we go.
Yep, there's some weird shadows. Don't mind them. And then it gets back here, and then it's gonna start going forwards.
Okay,
there we go.
I see.
And now we're gonna travel over to Tio Forte, which is how I'm pronouncing it. No idea if that's correct, but it's a reference from a TF2 map because someone, the architecture reminded them of it. So the plan is to add in some more vegetation along the sides of the river. They're not completely done, but I was troubleshooting and making the boat path for like 2 hours today, so I didn't really have the time.
This looks so cool. I feel like I'm on a jungle cruise.
Yeah, it's very nice atmosphere. The river eventually just comes to a little stop right over here. The contracting work is still not really done on it.
Wait, whoa. You're the contractor, though.
Yeah, but it's a work in progress. There we go.
Right. Okay.
We're here.
I thought you were trying to blame the contractors for it not being finished.
No. It's me not being finished, Beard. But
I can't believe how much you've done. This whole river wasn't there last time I was here.
No. I've made a river. Yep, I made a river.
It's very cool. I love it. Nice. And how's the boat going to turn around? Is there gonna be like a
So
loop
there's going
or
to be a lake
or...
over here as well. Yes.
Very cool. I'm actually quite excited to find out what it is you're going to be exporting. I'm assuming it's not something I'm already creating, so it doesn't
it is
leave
not.
you with many options.
No,
so...
it doesn't leave me with many options, but I think you're going to like it.
I'm still I'm curious to find out. Yeah, no, I'm excited.
Also, you're going to have to hike back. The boat doesn't go the other way right now. All right, goodbye, Beard.
No, none of that. None of that. See, I know you've been breaking the Waystone rules.
No, there's a route here now.
Oh,
I'm not breaking them. I'm not breaking them.
True.
See, I just placed this in.
You were breaking.
I just placed this here.
Yeah. I mean, clearly I've already used it because I've already got it unlocked. So
you're also breaking the rules.
Shush, bye.
I've been getting set up in this world for a while now, but something that keeps bugging me is the fact that we are always out of redstone. To solve this issue, I want to construct a redstone factory in my town. While we are at it, let's take some of the redstone we are automating and use it to create electron tubes. These will come in handy for the factories I want to build next. If you're excited for those, don't forget to subscribe, and while you're at it, dropping a cheeky likes helps me out a ton. But before we can even start thinking about factories, we've got to get the boat into 2-Fort. And well, currently it sits right out here, but I don't even have the docks dug yet, because today I plan to be expanding over in this direction. But before I get to digging though, I'm heading into Fresco to drop a sketch of the 2 factory. Well, before you see this, I just know I got a little carried away. Yeah, I spent 3 hours on a stream working on this. And if we look at the map, this lake is almost as big, if not as big as this one over here. And I'm still not done with this one. So I have quite a bit of work left to do. But I do want to get working on our factories today. And the first thing we're going to need is our dock. And my jetpack is quickly running out of fuel. And my shovel needs to be repaired. So heading here over to Beardew Valley, we can first repair our tools by just yoinking a little bit of XP. There we go. Don't have mending on the axe yet. Then if we pop down here, we can head into the nether, where I've got a large fueling tank here that I just want to fill up with lava. And now back to 2-Fort. I've got to first of all extend these down. And let's see. So this is going to be the water level. And I want to go, I think, another like 8 blocks down. So all the way down there. Well, it's looking cleaned up at least. It does look a little boring, and adding in the musculator is definitely going to help, but I'm going to do that once the water is in. As well, I want to bring in our packed mud so we get a floor to the harbor. And of course, we are going to continue this later, but I'm going to start with the building right here. And well, for this, I want to use a specific block, and okay. 109. I don't think red sand is something that he has an abundance of. He does, however, have an abundance of granite. And while we're here, I also want to grab some tuff. Let's see, more black stone, more cobble deep slate, and any basalt. Okay, here's another 200,000. Yep, basalt. And then just throwing in a bunch of framed blocks. Back at the base here, I want to grab our granite. I'm just going to plop this on the floor. Actually, not all of it yet, but I want to put that up in this one. No? Hello? There we go. Wait, that's gonna overfill. Hold up. I should probably get an output barrel for this. Oak logs need chests. I'm gonna have one with a few outputs, as I think it's gonna need that. Then let's just... okay. There we go. That should work. And now all I've got to do is take this out and make it into sandstone. And I am realizing that this is going to be far more than I need. I'm just going to leave the rest in here for now. And now to start this factory off here, I want to start off with tuff. Just going to do a little bit of digging here, as well this is going to fit into the side of the hill. Let's bring this tuff up 1 block, and then I want to start with our floor here with some stone. From the area we've dug out, we can continue out to that block. Then on the corners, I want to start extending up 8 blocks of our cut red sandstone. And then in our backpack here, I want to take our red sandstone and turn that into laid red sandstone, covering our bottom with this before we can extend it up. And in this one, I first of all want to get a door right over here. Then continue 1, 2, 3 blocks. I want to get in a window. Then another 3 window, 3 window. For some window details, I want a step to get ourselves up there. Something just like this, I'm thinking will work. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of space to play with in here. But before we get to filling that, I want to get working on our windows here. On the top ones, I want to get in our square. Then below here, let's get in our regular ones. Another thing I want to do is get rid of these. Get some framed panels and create some double framed blocks here. On the inside here, we can get our sandstone back in. On the outside, I want to add these in. And in front of these, I want to add in some ladders. And this is going to be our shutters. And I definitely am in love with adding a block behind, like ladders or just signs behind the windows. It just adds a little bit of structure to the shutter. Then I want to take some polished cut limestone and get a little windowsill for that. And ooh, actually what we can do here, removing these, we can replace those with some framed slabs. Get some of those on top there just to add in even more detail. And if you couldn't tell, I'm in absolute love with the framed blocks. It might be an addiction, I won't lie. Anyways, to finish off window details, let's add in campfires on the top here and some trap doors sticking out from that. Then I've got a door that I want to add in, and I've got to craft up some trap doors for that. Also some stairs and slabs. And we can turn, let's see, carpenter's table. We turn that into some solid mangrove. This for our door. Oh, oops. There we go. And then on top of this are trapdoors. From the wall here, I first of all want to extend out first a mangrove slab, then a stair. Using 2 copycat steps, we can get that shape. Then let's get some smooth quartz, 2 fence gates right there. For some final touches, some mesh fence there. And then I want to pop above and build just something like this, holding the overhang up. I wish you could get something thinner than that, but that's gonna have to do. I only have a limited amount of honeycomb at the moment, and I'm a little scared that I'm not gonna have enough. I should have enough oxidizing once the bees do a little bit more work, but I do want to turn this into sheets, as I've done a little bit of planning here for the roof, and I want these, and actually take away the 2 in the middle. Here I want to bring out some sliced stairs, just like that. Put the bottom with our waxed, then let's go 1, 2, and 3 up, and then some sliced upside down ones, and 2 more up here. And well, this is about as far as I got, and I want to extend these this way as well. And I want to use a similar block palette for the roof as on the starter base, but use the sanded version. Building our roof, I've got a few more blocks here to work with, and ideally I'd like to cover those, but if we sheep out and don't, it's still not gonna be enough. And for windows, just same as we had below, but we'll do it up here. Perfect. Definitely not missing anything. Few more details in, and I think I'm happy with the front of the factory. But we have to start working on the inside. Don't worry, I've got some big plans for the back here, but I actually want to start some of our create. I was going to say I needed some create components for that, but I seem to have stumbled onto something here.
I made C. I have to do nothing. I just come here and pick stuff. Is that okay around here?
Yes. Yeah, that's basically how we work. But anyway, as I say, I mean, help yourself to anything in storage. Yes. There is another guy around here somewhere. He helped himself to storage. He claims he didn't, but he definitely did. Oh. He helped himself.
I mean, if I found it.
He's also allowed to use it.
I did not help myself.
What? Oh, jeez.
What are you guys doing here?
Did that door even open? Wow.
Who's
anyway,
this?
Here he is.
Hello.
This is Bruno. Bruno, Stam,
hello.
Bruno.
Pleased to meet
you. Hello. Nice to meet you.
I got a sombrero.
Oh.
What? That is incredible.
I found it.
I've been here for like a month and I've not found a sombrero yet.
I've been here for almost a year and I didn't not know that there were sombreros in this pack.
I found a sombrero my first day, man. I think it was meant to be.
But yeah, Stam's a contractor. He's here. He's supposed to be refurbishing a village, but he's
I am
just
refurbishing a village.
You're not though, are you, Stam? You've just built a brand new one. Let's be honest. It is lovely though.
Mine is situated better. It's next to a nice river. We don't talk about that there's no water
put the
in
river
it.
in.
No. Well, yes.
Does your village also come with like an open storage of help yourself to anything you want?
No, mine is private. It's actually in my house.
Okay. I'll try to remember that. I'll try.
Well, always nice meeting new people, but I really want to get to work, and I've got some goodies here to help us. And this is going to be the tubes part of our factory. I want to start with our main conveyor belts here, and I want this one going upwards. Should end up right around here. And this is where I'm thinking we're going to get our rose quartz and we're gonna polish it and then send it back to the main part of the factory. To get it over there, I actually want to build up a little something right here. One belt there, and then this is gonna continue outwards up this direction. And then I also want the same thing, but a little lower down here. And this is gonna be how we get the redstone into the factory in the first place. We'll get that detailed a little later though. As for now, let's just get 2 encased chain armor on either side for a little bit of symmetry. Then this can be where our deployer goes. And we also need one of our 2 basins, and I want to place that there. And this is going to be what's actually making the rose quartz. And I'm thinking this tips down and empties the stuff out to the belt. All right, so I've worked on a little bit of a recycling system here, as if we're going to be tipping everything out here in this basin. That's going to get put on this belt. Then it's going to get sucked down by these smart chutes and just looped back around using this small little system down here. Then what I want to do with this basin here to get it to rotate, first I need some hoppers to input items, and 1 more hopper, and then chutes. I could use a chute into this hopper here as well, but it wouldn't really matter, and it would actually be bad because it would spit items all over the place when this rotates. Above this, let's bring out some item vaults. I think we can get a 2x2 right there and another 2x2 right here. Bundles on these 2 to get those back in, and I'm thinking this is going to be our input for quartz, but the redstone is going to come from probably over here. Something just like this. Now let's also get our drill in here. I was going to say, but that's a mixer where, let's see, I want 1 gearbox right here so that we can get this down. Then we do 1 and 2 cogs. Mixer should fit in right there. If I can click that block, there we go. Then 1 more cogwheel, gearbox to get that upright again. 2 shafts, nope, there we go, to connect up to this chain drive, which is going to feed the sandpaper deployer with some paper, no, with rotation. And then this can also just go up to probably this height, and on top of that a vault in, nope, not that direction, but that, there we go. And that's going to be our extra sandpaper. And to get our sandpaper production started, I want to get some organic compost in here, and I should have turned this into rich soil already, but that's just gonna have to sit, as I'm pretty sure we can't plant sugarcane on it yet. Once we do get the sugarcane in here, this will harvest it. And behind this small little belt leading into a fan facing upwards, 2 chutes up to that belt, which will bring the items into the factory. And this belt is actually going to show here in the back, but I think that's fine. Then we'll do a gearbox right there, and I want to get our first sequence gear shift in right here, where I want to turn to move 7 blocks, input speed reversed, and then input speed forwards. And that is what is going to be moving our gantry 7 blocks that way and 7 blocks back. Connecting this up behind here, as I am going to be bringing in a wall roughly right here, making the factory pretty small actually, but that's because I want to have some apartments on the back. But I still got this place left up here to make the actual sandpaper, and this is gonna be a mess. Okay, I think this is done. I still need to plant the sugarcane, but the organic compost is still not done turning into rich soil. But this is a mess, and I really hope I've got everything connected correctly, because if not, it's gonna be very, very painful to find the error. With the create aspect of this build near complete, and considering we still have an entire factory to construct, I gathered the materials needed for details and set a schematic cannon to do the finishing touches. And well, the extension of the factory is looking great. I've also got an interior made for this, but I still need to bring that into the world. But for now, I do want to start working on that second factory, or well, the first part of the factory, because well, we're making electron tubes, but Beardy does not have any redstone in this world. He isn't automating it. So I've gone and gathered a bunch of create components here, and this should be everything that we need to make a redstone factory for us. And also, if you just pop in on the electron tube, I can show you the interior, but also show you the recipe. We need iron, and we also need quartz to make the rose quartz themselves. And well, that's where our boat comes in. I'm pulling that boat into the port here. I've got to make some changes. First of all, I want to add in some seats and we also got to give it a name. All right, so let's just see here. Let's get 2. 4 seats would be enough. I think the 4 seats are good. Just somewhere to sit here in the front and you can get a little wider view. Then I also got a name for it. And so let's assemble it. And the name I chose was no, wait, that's the station. Wait, hold up. La Kila. There we go. And that's in reference to a movie. It was suggested by a few people, but I think the first ones were Jobned and Ace Place. And so thank you for that recommendation. And the movie it's referencing is The Jungle Cruise, which I believe is a Disney movie. And while Beardy did say that he felt like he was on a jungle cruise going through here, so I just thought it fit perfectly. But let's get her back on the tracks here. And well, yeah, I still have some more fixing to do, but let's procrastinate. Yep. I promise we're gonna go over to the train station, finish all of that. Let's start building. And there we go. Now we have the starts of a factory, but there's still a lot missing as this needs a roof. I want to extend some things on the backside and also on the front. Now I have gone away a little bit from the sketch that we started with. For the front, I want to get a sort of warehouse part of the factory with a big opening at the front for a future surprise. Then for the backside, using a similar style to the apartment building next door is what I'm thinking, and then adding in some of that older style to the right. If you're wondering what I mean with that older style, I've actually been thinking about a little bit of lore for 2/4, and the short version of the lore is that this company found minerals here. They set up the boats to transport. They built the train station. They are refurbishing the village buildings that used to be here. So this used to be an old building. This part of this building used to be old. The apartments on the backside here are new, and that's why they kind of just are put onto them. And then it's going to be the same back here and in the front of this building. So basically, it's going to be a old style mixed with a new factory style. I'll probably talk a little more about the lore on my second channel. But before we can get those 2 plans in action, I've got to head into the nether as well. I need some crimson, and hopefully a saw and a hand crank should make this a little easier. Ooh, I think. Yes. Okay, well, actually, it missed a lot of the log. Never mind. I should probably just cut them by hand. And now back at the factory, I want to make a roof out of this crimson. And to get started on this roof, we want to start with some crimson planks. And I'm going to place in some frame stairs for now. And on these frame stairs, just want to grab some crimson stems, rotate those twice. Then next layer, we can continue with just our planks and our stems. I started incorporating a little bit of pink terracotta and some brick as we got a little taller up. And this is a block palette I've used before, and I really like it. And if we just disregard that we don't have an entrance, I actually want to start working on the create components, because I like the create part. I also like building though. So this is going to be a redstone factory, and I want to start with the potion making. So let's grab a few fluid tanks here, and I think we get a 9x9 in right here, and then we extend this up 4 blocks to that. That's going to be our holding tank for the strength potion. And I'm realizing here that we're going to need something to stand on. So let's bring out some logs, stairs, spruce slabs, and some spruce trapdoors where we can grab there, skip there, and then some logs. Let's bring these out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Some slabs on these right here. Then these can probably go again, as we are going to need some create components in the floor. This one can go in. Then we need 1 log right there and a stair right there. And these stairs can continue down. 2 blocks, stair, stair, and a stair. Now to fix a mess up here. I'm pretty sure this is going to get quite messy, but I do want to bring out our blaze burners and basins, which I can find. There they are. Then we're going to need some smart fluid pipes, normal fluid pipes, and do I have any pumps? Yep, there's our pumps. So blaze burner there and over here. Basin on top of those, and then we're going to need 1 smart fluid pipe right there and 1 right over here. I hate the smart fluid pipe, but I have to use them. They just are so wonky to use. We should probably switch out this one for a pump and this one right over here for a pump. Depot down there with 1 of our mechanical arms, taking from that and putting it in those. And then, oh wait, I'm gonna want an oak drawer here and here, and I am gonna use some drawers to transport items. Maybe not the best thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And I've also been having some weird visual bug. I don't know why. And the final two things here, we're gonna have a mixer there and a mixer there. And then we just need the filters on these and everything should work here. So we're gonna get blaze powder here. This little system over here, that's gonna be lava buckets to power the blaze burners. This is gonna make awkward potions, and that's strength, and that's it. Okay, so with that, John, I have two things I could work on. We could make the netherwort farm, or we can make the redstone part make thing. And well, this sounds a little more fun. So let's get 2 shafts in right here. Let's make those like 6 long perhaps, and then I'm probably gonna need something there, because yeah, okay, this here. So 2 spouts, let's place those on top of that. Then I'm gonna need something running from the wall over here. Nope, not the wall. I can never, why don't I ever rotate them? I gotta start doing that. Anyways, we get that in, and we can get 2 of our tunnels to place right here to split the redstone. Some pipes, and I kind of want to be able to turn it off very easily, so I want to just add in a fluid valve right here and a copper valve on the side of that. Yep, it's off. Perfect. And then this can just go into the ground. Few things just to hook things up here, but I've also extended them up a few blocks where I want to bring out 2 crushing wheels. Put those in right there. And let's get a smart chute and some regular chutes. Place those there and the smart chute on top. And we can give those a little window. So this is going to be for our cinder flower. Then up here we can get a drain and a depot. And well, we're going to have to fix the input for netherrack on the other side, as I want to extend out a little warehouse here where we can feed the farm with blaze rods and netherrack, because you can't automate those. Well, you could automate the blaze rods quite easily, but Beardstone already has a blaze farm, so I might as well grab them from there. But with that sorted, I do want to sort the netherwort farm here. So we're going to have some chutes going up to there. Then what we'll have here is 2 item drains to roll some items across. We get a funnel on that side and a sneaky little barrel right there with a brass funnel. So this is going to be connected to a gantry shaft that's going to go with it, and then that can unload it, which well we can add in, of course, with some linear chassis down here, and of course that places the wrong way. Then we can get a few more linear chassis on the top. Getting our gantry shafts out here, we can place a carriage on the side and then extend this one 8 blocks, 4 harvest on the bottom and 3 on the top, as I think I need to leave this clear. Yes, because I can't have any soul sand on this one because that's going to block the carriage. And then some soil right under this, and then we can have some normal soul sand before coming back with a little bit of soil right there. Then on the top layer, we just add in 1 layer soul sand right across here. Like, oh, I'm missing 1 piece. Actually, wait, no, the barrel's gonna break that one, so we just, yeah, okay, good. Hooked up a few more things here behind the scenes, and I'm yet again using a drawer system to transfer some items. It's a little messy back here, and I think this is gonna work the coolest. Main reason isn't actually because it's simpler with the create. I could have just done that, but it is going to be taking items from the warehouse, which is going to be in the front here, and I can make it way more decorational by using drawers, and I might as well just transfer them along the system. But let's head in here where I want to take out some chutes and just head upwards. I want to get some staircases in here, but for now, let's head up to, yep, this block. Then we're going to need some shafts right here. Get a belt, and this is going to be the redstone input to the tubes factory. Then, of course, we're also going to need an output for the electron tubes, which is going to go this way, or well, it won't be tubes because I forgot the iron parts. We're adding that to this factory, but this can go all the way over to the wall. Then if we just do that in the middle, grab our gearboxes and place those right there, this should spin opposite ways. Then I want to drop down to round about here where we can add in an item drain right there. We'll add a spruce drawer there, and then some chutes, which I want to connect up into that one. So maybe right about there. Oh no, there we go. And remove that one. And that's going to be our our rose quartz traveling down into that. And now I am running out of building space out here, but I just want an andesite funnel on this side, putting them out, and then 1 more item drain, and then we'll have a mechanical crafter here. Or will we? Because I've just realized I've misaligned that down at the bottom. So, I want this to output that way. And I need chutes down here. Oh, well, I guess I could just do that. And if I grab any old block, just put that above there and the fan should just blow it up. Yeah, perfect. But we'll get back to this little part here in a little bit once, well, we tackle the back. Okay, but with this hooked up, nope, that's a chute. I want to add in a tunnel there and here. And then I want to continue these and get some diagonal. Yeah, there we go. Diagonal. No, oh boy, this is gonna be hard. Maybe if I stand up here. Nope. All right, we're just gonna have to suffer. At least this one will be easier. Now with that side done, I think we should focus on this mess. And looking at our sketch there, I'm thinking one building here and then another one here. And I want to start with some bricks. Then let's give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I think we can only make this like 3 tall. I don't want this back area here super tall. Or well, we'll go 2 more up, but we'll make the gate 3 tall is what I'm meaning. With an undetailed building in, I want to start adding in our stone floor. And I do want to decorate these stone floors. I'm just going to do that a little later. And I also want to start getting some of our polished cut here on the sides, just like we have over there. Then we can have some corners here with the polished cut as well. Polished limestone. Got a little bit of texturing in here now, and we can put away my brick blocks, where I want to bring out our observers, which I put in here somewhere. Nope, they were in here. I lied. As I want to get some of those in for garage doors, as I absolutely love these for garages. And then come with these over. And that's just some gates so that can be shut. And now I need some piles of rubbish in here. Well, rubbish and rubbish. I need some redstone ore, as I do want to build a mine here out the back, and I want some resources just laying about a little bit. And then if we bring out a spruce drawer, place that in right there, and I should have a frame trap door which we can put, and a redstone ore on that. There we go. We got a little redstone pile. And for this other one here, I want to extend that out 2 blocks. Then let's get a shaft. Gearboxes on this, as this is going to be our input for blaze rods. And this needs to be crushed up to be put into the strength potions. If we just get a temporary dirt block, that's going to be our drawer right there. And then we can just start getting in a couple of barrels here. Or, well, some crates, just to get something in. And I kind of want to just block up what we got going on here behind a little bit, but not too much. And I think that finished that off. This is going to be a blaze rod input, and this is going to be our netherrack input. Now we just have to tackle this, and to do that I'm bringing back the mushroom and gray concrete palette, and then adding on a roof just like the big one using a bunch of crimson. And then while I was at it detailing here, I decided to extend our catwalks a little bit around the factory. With some details put in on the already existing part of the factory, I want to extend out the warehouse with a mix of stone blocks, giving it a few red accents and then putting on a roof. And now with our structure done here, we've got some work to do on the inside. And well, this is going to be a warehouse after all, so we gotta give it a little bit of function here, where I want this one to go, outwards. This one can go inwards, as this is where we're going to be entering and leaving the items that we need in the warehouse, so that made no sense. What I was trying to say is this is where we can import stuff like the iron and the quartz, and then we can export redstone and our tubes over to Beardstone storage. And I've got a meeting here with Beardstone in just a little bit to hopefully get a vehicle to move the things around the port. But next to this here, I do want to add in a few more mangrove, but that's acacia logs, and then some stones across here would go 4 blocks, and then some trapdoors here for some industrial shelves. And this will go, we can place another floor up in this area. It's a little similar to the block palette we got going around here, but this is something I've used back in my old hardcore world, which I really like, and I want to use it again. Then I would like some random decorations on this, but for now I'm just going to get a drawer here in the corner, and that's going to be our tubes storage. Then on the opposite side here, let's bring out some iron. We can keep that actually. Should have a compacting drawer, a threshold switch, and some of our spruce trims. There they are. Here I want to put our compacting drawer right there, then a threshold switch looking into that. That should be looking the correct way. Yep, it is. So that we can order more redstone, I was going to say, but more iron when we need it. Then on the back here, this is where we'll bring down our trim, just to cover this with a few iron blocks. And then round about here is where I'm thinking we bring that up 1 more block and a spruce drawer right there for our redstone storage. And well, I don't have any redstone. Yeah, we are completely out of redstone now. So I've got to turn this farm on to get redstone to decorate the pile here. But before we power it up, I just want to finish off the rest of the details in the warehouse. Now, I've got no idea how much stress units I need, and I need to set up a proper steam engine for 2 forts. For now, I've got this running down here on blaze cakes I go and grab every now and then, but I think I have enough to just use this. Maybe? Okay, so I'm under the tubes factory here, and I'm thinking if we're just gonna grab into gearboxes, this is gonna run off to the redstone, and then I'm gonna continue down to get to the steam engine. And wait, actually looking at my coordinates, I'm already too far down. This right here should be the level we need to be on. Okay, that's spinning and boom. Okay, this did not overpower it. Okay, the visual bugs are bugging, but it looks like everything is spinning correctly. Are we starting to make sandpaper? That's some important things to note. Oh, we got cobblestone spitting out of the machine. That's not great. Oh, okay. That's really odd. Let's see. This isn't working. Okay, I think I found the issue. The barrel there wasn't glued onto it. But this should work now. Don't cut me. Should be seeing some sugarcane arrive up there in just a second. Yes, there it is. Bonk. Sandpaper. Yes. Ooh, it works. Okay, cool. Got it over here to the redstone factory now. Let's try that. Okay, so that did overstress it. That's not great. Okay, let me just unpower that. It's gonna start back up, and let's expand the steam engine for now. All right, that's a 3x3 now, and then we're creating 200,000 SU. And I'm also, well, I could get more steam engines split off less to this thing, or maybe power this another way, because I'd only need like 3 water wheels to do it, and I'd get 16,000 more. So that's an option if we still need even more. But I definitely think next episode we're gonna have to get a proper steam engine in here. And let's try this again. Boom. Oh, it worked the time. Okay, it worked. Okay, cool. We're not getting any water though, but we have nether warts, which is great. And okay, I need to go to Viridium Shores. I actually lied. I need to go to Beardew Valley because this is where Beard has his blaze rods. Yep, right here. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of these. I'm sure he won't be needing them. I mean, he'd probably need the redstone more than these. And while we're here, also grab a bunch of netherrack for that redstone. Let's just throw our blaze rod out here. Actually, I'm realizing these are gonna need some storage upgrades. There we go. And also just look that for ease of use, and we'll do the same thing over here. Give it some storage upgrades. Okay, so we got blaze powder in there. Oh, right, the fluid valve. I need the strength potions. Oh boy. Uh-oh. You're spinning the wrong way. Uh-oh. Stop that. Oh, there, it's full of water. Got the filters on. Now we can power these two up with a blaze cave for now. So that's going to last me a while. That's going to create strength potion, which is going to get stored in here. And if we just head over here, rotate that. And oh yes, we're making redstone, people. Now, obviously, I haven't set up, well, the importing of items. So I've got to throw in some quartz there manually. And should just be able to throw that on this line right here. Yep. Okay. So that's going to be creating rose quartz. Let's see if this works. Oh, yes. It's going to pick up the quartz and redstone. Yes, that's going to get sandpapered. Oh my god, this is amazing. I love seeing my factories in action. And I've also grabbed a little bit of iron that we can put in this right here. That's going to get taken right away. And if we just have a little peek-see back here. Yep, that's being put there. Then running around and yes. No. Right, that's missing power. Rotation doesn't matter here, so we just bring that down and shaft. If I remove the lock on this, I should get electron tubes. Okay. Yes! And well, we have a bunch of redstone now as well, which we can use to decorate. And finally, this world has so much redstone in it. It was needed. There was no redstone. But I just want to pile... Oh, yep, I actually do want to cover that. I want to pile a little bit of redstone here around this, just to add in a little bit of, like, dynamic storage. Something just like that. And then, oh, well, we'll gotta cover that as well. And then you can open that and you can grab it out. Now, I need to fix something. Because, well, we need to transport, first of all, the iron and quartz into the factory, but we also need to export the electron tubes and the redstone out. Now, I mentioned a meeting with Beard a little earlier, and I've got to meet him up by the docks. And before I do that, I've just got to grab some... Oh, that's not a lot. Oh, that's not going to be enough. This is definitely a valuable material. Don't you worry. The fact that I can just order some is definitely great. Now I just wait. Every single time I use the system, it always surprises me how long it takes. I've been standing here the entire... Oh, okay. Right as I complain. That's arriving there, which means... Let's see. Yeah, we should be getting some diamonds. And, oh yeah, that's restocked. And we're just going to take a bunch of these. 2,000 diamonds definitely should do. Beardy! Beardy, hello.
Sam.
Hello, what are you
Hello.
up to? A new road?
Yeah, I'm absolutely. I'm not busy at all. I don't have any
You're not
plans.
busy
I
at
have
all?
nothing to do. No,
Okay,
nothing to do.
I need to head over to the... I need to meet you by the docks.
Okay. Dare I ask why, or should I just meet you there?
You should just meet me there. Come.
Right. Okay. I say meet you there. Let's just go
Let's
together.
journey there together.
And there go all my
Ah,
frames.
frames. Anyways,
Yeah.
by the docks.
Yeah. Yes, the docks.
Oh, okay. Raccoon on the road. This is actually what I want to talk to you about. I need a forklift for 2 forts.
Right.
Would it be possible for me to buy a schematic of your forklift?
I mean, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Schematics are very pricey, I found out recently.
Oh, okay. Well, come this way. I have just the thing for you. I don't want to get run over by the forklift.
I was going to say, it feels like a dodgy deal. You're like taking me down some dockyard.
I see it. I see it. But I just wanted to, like, you know, it's that forklift, so you don't give me the wrong one. I don't know if you have multiple ones, you know?
No. I've only got the one forklift. So you want a schematic of this?
I want a schematic of it, yeah, because I need one by the port of in 2 Fort. And I brought some payment here. A hefty sum of 2,000 diamonds.
Right. Oh, they're all going straight into my bank. 2,000 diamonds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa!
really, it went here too.
2,000 diamonds, and you've paid already. So
I paid already, so you kind of just have to give it to me now.
Right. Okay.
Right,
Well, I don't
yeah.
actually have schematics of my builds and things.
I figured.
Because it's not generally how I do things. So I will make one for you, and I will deliver it to your abode.
Perfect.
If that's all right.
That is all good. Well, don't go snooping if around your storage, and you might not find. You will find 2,000 diamonds in there. Yeah. It's not. You're not 2,000 diamonds poorer. No.
You've just paid me with my own diamonds.
Nope.
Wow.
Well, definitely think I was the winner of that deal. And is it already here? Package for Stam? Glad you made the rowdies your postman. The post office really is working overtime. Is that? Oh, yes, the forklift on Beardy. Well, it wasn't a cheap purchase, but I mean, it was also kind of free. So maybe it was cheap because I kind of took the diamonds from his own storage. I've put together the materials here that I will be needing to build the forklift from Beardy. And so let's just turn on the schematic cannon to do our bidding. There we go. Got the frame looks out of the way, and I love this forklift. Definitely worth the 2,000 diamonds. Now, let's assemble it, and let's just name it Forklift 2 for it. Well, we gotta find a suitable driver for this one, and I don't want one of those andesite guys. I kind of want an animal, because I think it's gonna be funny. Kind of want a raccoon, but Beardy already has that, so I feel like I can't take a raccoon. But I have the perfect one. I have the perfect one. With the schematic earlier, though, I did also dig out some tracks here underground, which I'm not sure if I'm going to dig out fully or not, but I should be able to put the forklift down on these tracks. And while hopping in the driver's seat here, I should be able to drive around. And if everything is lined up correctly, that should hook up over here. The forklift can turn into the garage and is too tall for the garage. It's fine. I can move the garage door up at least. Anyways, before I got distracted driving around the forklift, I have the perfect animal to use. I was over at Bruno's base earlier and no! I had a turtle! Oh, I drowned. Oh, I drew... It's fine. It's fine. I can head over to Bruno's base and find another one. I was annoying him while he was streaming yesterday and I just happened to find it. And I really want another one. Since you can pick it up in a bucket, I'm sure... Oh, there is one! Yes! Hello! It's a terrapin. So, apparently terrapins are a small kind of turtle. So, I'm not wrong in saying that it's a turtle. But I'm thinking that this will be our perfect driver for the forklift. Or maybe even better for the boat. Ooh. I'm thinking that this will be... Oh, okay. We'll fly. Well, with a fly out of the picture, I'm thinking this turtle here is going to be the perfect little guy to control it. And what has happened here? Let me just get you on there. There we go. The turtle is going to be perfect for controlling the jungle boat. Okay, great. That's all broken. Perfect. It's fine. The turtle is going to be driving the boat, and I'm going to try to find a raccoon to drive the forklift. Oh my god, a raccoon! Raccoon! Hello, buddy. You're going to be my forklift driver. Come with me, buddy. Well, since I did manage to find one, I'm going to need a name for the raccoon, the forklift driver, and the turtle, the boat driver. So if you have any suggestions for those, leave those down in the comments. And the final little bit of the stretch here, raccoon, and up you go. There we go. That's perfect. I know it's stealing what Beardstone already had going on, but I kind of like raccoons, and it fits. And also all of the other mobs I saw around the area were sheeps, pigs and cows. And I'd rather have the modded raccoon. Okay, with a driver for the forklift, it just needs a little more logic. But I want to head over to somewhere where I've done a little bit of logic already. And it's for the delivery train. I want to be able to put a train schedule on this, and the train goes away and fetches me whatever I need from the train warehouse in Viridium Shores. To do this, I've got this create component set up down here, and this is also an area where I can make to fort request items for itself. So we need iron and quartz to fuel the farm, and I'm just going to change out 2 of these to go and get iron and quartz, and then with the train plus the boat, that's going to get delivered to 2 fort. But I'll explain this more in depth on my second channel if you are interested in how all of the create components work. And well, while we're over here, why don't we name the train as well? And the name I've decided to go with is the Verdant Vanguard, and that was suggested by Kathy, so thank you so very much for that. But now let's actually make sure that the Verdant Vanguard gets to do its job. And well, that should about do it. Okay, cool. I've got some logic hooked up for 2 fort now. And a few more details over at the docks here. I do want to continue to populate the area down here, but I'm probably going to wait a little bit with doing the rest. But I do really like this area. If we pop down here, we can see that redstone can now be exported over to beardstone storage. And we can also import iron and quartz, which the farm needs. The raccoon has its own train schedule here, but it isn't moving right now just because, well, there's redstone in the box. But if we do send away the boat, I want to see if we can pick that up. So I've worked on a new schedule for the boat. So I'm going to take our old one, which it doesn't even have one. Here we go. Oh, wait. Actually, something I want to do with this one. I want to limit the max speed to 10%. So currently it does a big loop here in the lake, and it's going to come around to the factory. And as it comes around here, it should slow and connect, and we should be seeing redstone being loaded. Perfect. And checking this, that's going down. Let's see how much the boat can fit. And it seems to, yep, it fit all of it. That's perfect. Now, yep, the forklift continues, and that's going to go and pick up more redstone and deliver things. Then the boat goes backward. No. And to fix this, I'm just going to add a 2 fort turn. And if we bring up that 2 fort turn here in the train schedule, bring that down to just a tick, and this now should go forwards. Yep, there we go. I obviously want to head over there and meet it, but I want to check. I have 250 iron, so I'm actually very low on iron. So I want to test out the delivery system and the boat by bringing in more iron to the system, although most of that is gonna go to the factory, of course. But nonetheless, I've made a super simple train schedule for the iron. And actually, I want to add in one more. I'm going to add in quarter quartz, because we need quartz as well. And then I'm going to have a schedule delay instead of maybe like 30 seconds. Say 30 seconds. And if I now put this train schedule on here, that should send the train off. Yep, that's going. And on the outside, the boat is here. Perfect. And, ooh, oh no. I think I've had a massive oversight. I don't have a way to unload the boat. Well, I don't think this is the whole world. I think it should be quite an easy fix. As long as I can sneak a belt through here somehow. Should be able to do that just from there to, well, there. And then, yeah, sneak that belt right under. Let's actually get a vault in so that we just have a little bit of storage here for redstone so that the boat can continue carrying on even if the train isn't here. Now, this is preferably where I would take it up. And, oh, that's probably like the worst spot though. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Steal this gearbox. Put it right here instead. And inverse that. Extend that one over, and this should all be spinning the correct way still, but it also allows us to put that in, which also spins the right way. Cool. Encased fan, shoots going upwards. Oh, not that tall. One back. And just like I do every time I place in fans, I'm just gonna parade that this spins the right way when I hook it up like that. Oh, it does. Why does that always work? All that should be left is adding a train station 2 blocks in front of that, and then taking our revised train schedule to this guy, which should go forward, and this should deliver it. Oh, there it's going. Oh, there's redstone. But the boat is being emptied. We have redstone up here. Currently, this doesn't have a train schedule. I'm just going to pull this over to somewhere delivered. That's correct. Okay, great. This is delivering our iron now that we've ordered, and should also be delivering our quartz. That's empty. Now let's pull this forward to the pickup one, and it should now be loading it with redstone. Oh, yes. Oh, the boat is also pulled forward once and has iron and nether quartz in it. Perfect. Perfect. So let's just take the boat back to 2 Fort. And well, as it's parking up here, we should see it just deliver all of the iron and quartz we need. And here we actively should... Okay, I apparently have an overflow cobblestone. I'll get that sorted. But we should be seeing, yep, rose quartz is being made. And I'm pretty sure we're seeing the raccoon do its first trip with the forklift. So we've got to wait to see the electric tubes in action. Yep, that's getting iron. That iron is then correctly being unloaded into the factory, which in turn means that we should be making electric tubes. I love when systems like this just come together. Today, I want to automate something special. I want to automate the entire andesite age in Create. This might be the most complex Create machine I've made so far. And if you're excited for it, then leave a like and make sure to subscribe as I'm trying to reach 100,000 subs by the end of the year. However, we better get started if we are going to make a factory with over 30 outputs. But before we can get started, I need to build a path leading up behind the current builds to get to today's building area, where I want to work a lot with coarse dirt, as I think that's going to be the main path. I did just notice that my shovel has very low durability, so I'm over here in Beardew Valley to get that sorted, before throwing myself back over to 2 Fort to continue on the path. Now working on the final stretch up here to get to our brand new factory location. And well, now that we're up here, I want to get distracted. As if I have a little look-see here in my backpack, I've prepared a bunch of materials for a new build that I want to put right over here. Because 2 Fort has an issue. And that is that we don't have any stress units. I'm currently using a little budget steam engine in the basement of the manor, but I need a proper place. And to start that proper place, I brought out some deep state bricks here that I want to bring up a fair amount of blocks. All the way up here. Then I want to bring this in at least 2 blocks there. Coming in with some observers across we go 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then coming back in with our brick going now 3. And yeah, this works out as a pretty good floor plan, I think. Now I'm going to try to be a little smart about this, and I should have everything. So let's get the blaze burners and our mechanical arms and 2 depots. Our blaze burners are going to go right here. And then 2 blocks in between, and we get the other 9 right there. Depots next to that. We grab all of these with the blaze burner, and I'm thinking we do this now just because it's going to be so much easier placing this down. And it's a little annoying that that's off center, but that's because I do want to bring out a fluid tank right here to store lava. And then obviously we're going to have some fluid tanks on top of this. But I think that's just going to have to be a little not symmetrical, which isn't, I don't love it. We could actually move this one block this way, which would mean the arm goes here instead. We put that there, and that would be more symmetrical, and you just walk past here instead. Yeah, that makes sense. Just gonna place those in for now to just mark them out. And I mean, while we're at this little area here, I'm thinking we can start our walls, where I want to use some bamboo, leaving room for 3 tall windows. A little bit of texturing here can never go wrong with some strip bamboo. In front of this bamboo wall, let's get some details in, windows, and even 2 gates up here. Well, we also can throw in some shutters before we start tackling our roof up here. And with that roof in, I might as well tackle the tanks, which I want to bring up at least at this height. And oh, okay, yeah, right, I shortened the roof. Then let's bring this up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Same with this one. I've got a bunch of frame trapdoors crafted up here that I want to get around the outside on this, because I do want this to emit a lot of smoke. Oh, moving them closer, that's gonna mess that up. Okay, didn't actually think about that, but we'll just have to have this one on the inside instead. Placing those, I did actually realize I'm missing a few blocks, and that's just some copper. ore, which will go in our trapdoors up here at the top to match the fluid tanks below. Middle of these, I want 2 smokestacks. Then let's get some hay bales in each corner like that for a larger smoke. We get 2 in there and 1 over there and there. And that's going to be emitting so many fumes into the atmosphere. Great, I'm single-handedly destroying the environment here. But disregarding that, I want to start working on our lava area, which we're going to be grabbing this from the nether. And I've not really ever made one of these looping bucket nether things, so this is going to be a first for me. I know that I need a shaft leading out and then a shaft leading in again. We'll do some shafts right over here and our drain right there. So the plan is for the buckets to land on this belt, go over this item drain, then go around and fly back into the nether. Pipes connecting that up so that we can actually put something in the tank. A gearbox right there and something like, nope. Yeah, why are you placing like that? There we go. Gearbox here should make sure that if I have some cogs on me, I can connect that to bring the rotation power through. And then on top of these depots here, I know I need some spouts, and that's even a quest complete. Mechanical pump looking down into those. Oh, those are, I mean, never place pumps the right way. Another pipe. And if we just bring out even more fluid tanks, bring that up to at least that point, that should work. Got a few more things, just connecting everything up where I want a large cogwheel there connected to a rotation speed controller and then a crank to manually turn this on. I've got a clutch in here so that I can stop these from being active, and the goal is to make it start itself if I just pull this crank. But if I pull that crank and everything is spinning and this is connected, it's never gonna work. It's way too much power. But if I disconnect that one, I should be able to activate the 2 pumps up at the top to get some water into it, which should kickstart the steam engine, and then it should run on its own. For the engine itself, I just want to add in 1 there and 1 over here. I don't really think it matters adding more. Please do let me know in the comments if it does, but I don't think so. So I'm just gonna have 1, and then that one is connecting there. Perfect. And then just bringing that down, we'll get another clutch in right here, as obviously I wouldn't be able to power my whole base with a hand crank, so I'll obviously have to disconnect it as well. If we had 2 more blocks up here and then add in some cog wheels, which we can extend out to the side 1 block, then our final fluid pipes connecting there and here, which, yeah, again, wrong direction. This one can connect straight into that one and that one straight into that one. This is obviously going to be our water source, which I should have maybe some blocks of industrial iron that we can just kind of mark that off. The wall is going to go right here, I think. To get that up and just kind of block the water in. Same thing right over on this side. But that's most of the create contraptions for the steam engine. And I want to get a little distracted. I've called on a friend to help me with something. However, before my friend comes, I need to get them some stuff. I think 2 pickaxes just to be safe, and then 3 shovels, as we're going to be doing a lot of terraforming. Some lapis for enchanting, and let's get these enchanted first of all. What I'm looking for here is going to be unbreaking and efficiency 4. There we go. 3 almost identical shovels. Now let's get efficiency 4. I do want unbreaking as well. Nope, that's really bad. I'll use 1 of these. There we go. First one, and nope. There we go. Then just combining these 2. Okay, that's pretty expensive. That's fine. Quickly just grabbed a few more things from beard storage, but I need propellers. Iron sheets, and is it iron or is it andesite? I can't remember. Pretty sure it's iron. Nope, it's andesite. And heading over to the pointer here, I want to try to make a steam engine for ourselves. This hopefully works, because I don't want to have to make all of these resources again. And nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, it worked. Okay, never mind. It wasn't the wrong one. Jetpack needs 2 fans. Our steam engine goes in the middle. Brass ingots on the sides like that. Encased fans all the way out here. Cog wheels and 1 andesite alloy. Let's get that crushing wheel out of there. Click the button, and this should get us a second jetpack. Perfect. And to fuel this one, I have a bunch of coal that I'm just going to use, and also bring out my water tank to fill the rest. And currently, this is the only backpack I really have to give out. So I'm just going to put the tools up here at the top. You can get the backpack, and I'll throw some food in there. But now I need to head back and continue working on the steam power plant. And I'd love to finish this before our guest gets here, so I've also done some work here on the inside, just finishing up some things up, adding in some water, adding in a little bit of logic, and adding in our nether portal. If we just pop through this real quick, we get ourselves to the nether side, and I want to try to build all of this within 1 chunk so that I can use this little chunk loader right here. and just have one of these. I know for a fact that this is where the buckets are going in to the overworld, and this is where they're coming out. We'll do something like that, and then I'm thinking we just go off in this direction a little bit. Why even do that? We don't need all this extra space. We can just make it go that way and then back around this way. Then with a gearbox here, there, and there. Oh, well, it's not a gearbox. Get that in. That should all spin the right way. And then I want to get a spout in here, so fluid pipes out of that before we can get a mechanical pump. Okay, that was not scary at all. In front of this, we can get a tank just to store a little bit of excess lava, which means we do need a second pump right down here. And off of that, I'm thinking we place in our hose pulley, and I've already placed a little bit of wool here going up to the shank border, and I'm not actually sure. Let's see here. We can power that. 2 cogs, a speed controller there, and then a large cogwheel on that. Windmill bearing goes on the side there. And then, is this enough? Let's see here. That's one. That's gonna be 2,000. So I need at least 32 wool blocks. I might as well add in like 48 just to be on the safe side. With that glued up, if we just start spinning that, everything here starts. Then we do a hand crank. We extend this down till it says no more, which is around about... Oh, it's pretty deep. There it is. Bottomless supply. Lava is filling up into there. Oh, right. Gotta power that one as well. Okay. Mess of cogwheels. But that should work. And all of this should be loaded. That's got lava in it and loaded with the chunk loader. Let's head on to the other side. And I think we're ready to turn the steam engine on. Okay. So both of these levers should be on. Then we should go up here. We should start spinning this. We should hear that. Then if we just grab a little bit of coal, power these here at the bottom, at the front. We're now generating 100,000 SU. Flipping that lever is going to activate that, send those through, and we get lava back, which, oh, I need buckets for that. Gotta hurry here as it's going to run out of fuel soon and shut down, which we don't want. There and there. Right. That's not how you set these up. This is more how you set it up. I forgot the brass funnel. Anyways, we've got some more building to do. First of all, we'll add in some dripstone and granite into here. Before using composters and a bunch of note blocks on the edges. For the roof, I'm thinking we go quite simple here with just some copper. Stepping down from that, I want to add in a little aquifer or aqueduct here at the back. Just gonna have a stone block there for now. Hopping around, however, let's add in one acacia trapdoor there. Temporary block right there. Another acacia trapdoor. Moving that over one block where I want to bring out a water wheel and place that there. Then we can open up the floor here slightly for now, and I'll just extend down that one block so we get that down there. And then, ooh, I'm out of water. Just add that in for there for now so that spins. Large cog, small cog, large cog, andesite casing, and there. Speed that up a little bit. Bringing it, yep, to that point before we get our elevator pulley and get that on there. Just rotating it. Now I want to make ourselves an elevator. And patching the hole in the wall as I had to break the walls because I didn't want that connecting. I've done a little trick here by placing some blocks, then activating the elevator and mining those blocks. They weren't glued, so I get the wall sticking out a little bit here to make the entranceway a little smaller. Now we can get down and up. Fantastic. I guess there's only one thing left to do, and that would be to hook this up to the power grid. Oh boy, I am very interested to see if this is even gonna work. And I have done the necessary hooking it up. Please don't overstress. Overstressed. No, you know what? I'm annoyed. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go start working on the actual factory. And for that, I'm currently working on some material gathering here for the at least shell of the build. As well, the inside, I've not even started thinking about yet. But I did just get a message from my secret guest that he's on his way over with the seafront runner. So I've got to head over to somewhere station and pick him up. All right, now let's see. He should have arrived by the seafront runner. There he is.
Hey, I've been waiting for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Well, you see up there, it says 7 minutes. The seafront runner just left. I am on Time Legend. Welcome. to somewhere. This is my train station,
Whoa.
and we'll be heading
Yeah, this is
on
cool.
board the L'Aquila, which will take us over to Two Fort. I'm gonna get our favorite turtle here to drive us.
Is it safe for a turtle to be driving us?
He doesn't see over the
That'll be
window,
fine.
but he's a very good boat driver. He really
that's good.
threads the needle. You see, I'm a contractor, and I've just brought you in to help me with contract work.
I'm a loyal STAM contracting associate. I'm at your service.
I was brought here by Beard to restore a village. I didn't find the village and just built my own one.
And I of course know that because I work for you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm just gonna put the blame on you. You messed up the maps, and that's why I'm here.
What?
Yep. Anyways, this is my home, and this little backpack here. Don't mind the thousands of bamboo blocks in there.
4,000 bamboo, just what I needed.
With Legends, thirst for bamboo blocks sorted. Me and him got right to work placing mud. Once we were done with that, we decided to tackle the far side of the lake. First, mining it all away, before building a brand new cliffside. And well, it was a little scuffed because I couldn't get my second Minecraft account working, so there was no time-lapse. I really would have loved to do a time-lapse here on the cliff behind me, but I had so much fun with Legend, and it was a fun 4 hours talking and just terraforming. Got some further decorations coming from that in a little bit, as well as, well, fixing the water in the lake. But for now, I have 2 backpacks here full with goodies, and I think that we should get at least the shell of the andesite factory down. Getting the time-lapse running for this one though, as it's something I wouldn't want to miss. And well, this is a long time-lapse. Am I just saying random things at this point to keep on talking? No, I would never. Oh, it's still going. In the corner, you can see a time-lapse in the time-lapse of the original vision for the build that, as you can see, I didn't quite stick to. And wow, I love this build. It's very nice using the schematic cannon from time to time, and I accidentally also included this board with a bunch of create items. And this is everything that this building is going to be automating. And I've actually done the creative planning for the inside here, which means I know that everything fits. Somehow I managed to automate all of those things in here. But before we do get working on that, I've got 2 things I want to do. First one will be renaming this name tag to Pedro, of course, for the raccoon. Last episode, I asked for some names for our raccoon and our turtle in the boat. And of course, I should have known it must be Pedro the raccoon. It's amazing. And well, I've been liking this thing where I've been asking you guys a question each episode. And for this one, I want to know what you want to see me do next in this world. I've got a pretty good idea. Could you guess what that idea is? Let me know your answer down in the comments below. But enough chatting, as I want to do the other thing I mentioned I needed done, and that is to fix up the terrain here around the andesite age factory, as it's so rough. And this is definitely not as rough anymore, covering some terrain, even got 1 or 2 trees under here. Now I do also want to add in a little bit of love to this other side. And that's at least a little bit of work on this side. But I really want to get to the factory, which means material gathering. And I've got quite the list of items to get. Hopefully it shouldn't be too hard. First thing we're going to be needing is a stack of electron tubes together with some brass, and I'm noticing that I'm out of kelp, but grabbing some of that from beard storage. Then let's make 2 stacks of brass funnels, and I've got some copper casings here that together with some iron I want to turn into drains. Oh, that's a lot of iron bars, but we're going to need a bunch of these because I don't need to power them, which is going to be super handy. I'm also preparing for quite a big craft here, but I've got to head over to beardstone storage as well. The redstone factory is actually out of redstone, so I've got to join a bunch from here. And crafting that up to torches, I want to make 3 stacks of redstone comparators. Crafting up a bunch of doors, it can use that luckily, and that's no worries. Now it's just the brass left here, and I've got 27 casings, which actually means I don't need that many more. I'll go ahead and make a stack just because. That's our crafting tables. And do I have electron tubes? 59, not enough. Guess I should have grabbed this earlier. With the materials for the machinery we gathered up, let's get to this. And I definitely want to start with some drawer controllers. We're going to need funnels and probably drains. Might as well prep with shafts and also belts. So let's start off this window. 2 drawers right there. First one, let's get that. On this next one, we'll get a shaft and a mechanical belt. 1 more belt right there. Those 2 are going to be spinning the correct way. Perfect. And in this little spot here, we can place one of our mechanical saws. A press on this belt and a deployer on this one. This here should be where we make the andesite casing, and this one will export maybe gold for gold sheets, and then some new drawer controllers on the other side just importing. This one can be filtered gold for the chutes or the sheets, and this one can do oak logs for the stripped logs that then will be turned into alloy, or well, casing. So andesite alloy on that one, and then we get 1 more drawer controller right up here. Let's do a shaft of this coming into 1 and 2 mechanical saws, and then another one there. No, not there. Right here. This one's going to be our shaft making saw. Some drains around this for our inputs. This one exporting alloy for the shafts, and this one logs, which will turn it into planks. With this next part here, I'd like to focus on making ourselves our cogs, which means drains like this, and then temporary blocks using drawer controller slaves. 1 output right there with a drain on the bottom of that. Then we'll do our 2 basins. We'll do cogwheels on this one, and oh no, don't want to place large cogwheel. I want to place it as the recipe. These 2 can export shafts, and the ones on the side are logs. Following this, 2 more slaves down here. That sounds very wrong saying. 2 drains, and then input funnels. Oh, and can't forget the most important part with our mechanical mixers. But now that we make some of the essential parts of the andesite age, let's move on to a few other ones. Those being gear shift, clutch, depot, and case chain drive, and a portable storage interface, but they're missing an input at the moment, which is going to be our andesite casings. And I'm thinking we get a depot right here, mechanical arm on that. You will not take items, you will deposit items in all of these down here, and you can sit right there. Then we'll bring out that to that area, chute, or well, funnel, and andesite alloy. No, not alloy, casing, of course. Connecting all of this up here with some spruce trims, and it's time to move on to the dreaded 2nd floor of this factory, or about 3rd, I guess, technically, because that's the 1st floor. This is where we're gonna need our almost 3 stacks of crafters, and I'm thinking that I'm just gonna try to get the crafters down to start with, and also our drawers at the same time. Yeah, let's do this. With our 2 walls of crafters in, we've got to get started on the backs. What I think I'm going to start doing is getting our drains down so I get a rough idea of where everything should go. And actually getting those in weren't that hard. This one here is going to be a little difficult as well. It needs different outputs on all of them. So let's get funnels on all of these. We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 inputs from this. Drawer controller slaves on the back. And let's use 1 arm for these ones right here. The other one goes to those 3 and these 3. We need depot, cog, and golden sheets. Golden sheet goes at the top, depot in the middle, and the cog will at the bottom for our, that's gonna be our rated ejectors. Then this other one, I need to bring out an iron ingot. We can place that there, and our sheet there, which will be making ourselves some chutes. Doing that a few more times here, and we've got inputs for all of this side's machine, where we are creating gearboxes, funnels, and tunnels, weighted ejector, and chutes, I'm thinking. Then we got all of the machines that need slabs at the top of it, and over here we got gantry shafts and extension poles. With the one side done, jumping over to the other one to repeat the same process with a whole set of new inputs. And also adding in a few components here in the top of the ceiling, and this is actually the whole andesite age. I don't think I missed anything. We got our crushing wheels up there, and then we're making some crafting components right here, and there is a lot going on. I don't expect anyone to copy this or use this for their own andesite age farm, although the schematic is on my Patreon. But if you want an andesite age farm in your world, then Skish recently made a tutorial, I believe, on one, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. But just because the main create components are done doesn't mean the project is done, because we still need to input these 5 items into the factory. And for now, I'm temporarily going to do that right over here. Oh well, we also need redstone and electron tubes and stone, but we can all make that here. On the back of all of these, I want to use some threshold switches. On the drawers, I want to give them some gold upgrades, as that's going to limit it to 16,000 items, which is definitely going to be enough. If we just start with the redstone links on the back here, I should have put this one more block forward so I see a little better. But I'm thinking we do pink dye on the bottom just to color code it a little bit. And then I just gotta make sure I place the right one in the right. And making sure that this chunk is loaded. These should theoretically reach as ever far as I need them to. And yeah, I've got to inverse some of these, but we gotta head over to somewhere real quick. I've got to let you guys in on a little secret. The boat is way too laggy. Yeah, I can't run it. So what I've got to do is dig straight down here and get below Y level 80 first of all. Or actually, no, we're gonna do it. Let's get down to maybe 100 for now. And then we can make a little platform area here with what will be a platform. And well, now I just better go up in this direction, which I hope is the correct one. It seems to be. And well, this is the other end of that. Digging up right over here should put us roughly at the train station. Maybe a little bit to the side though. Yep. Okay, but the vault should be right over there. Perfect. So we're gonna get some train tracks in, and well, I've got to run these all the way back. I've got my train stuff out now, so let's create a new train. Get our blaze burner in the middle. I'm going to use some vaults as temporary blocks, as that's basically what this train is going to be. Then train controls for the blaze burner. And let's try to kind of surround these, as I want to try to make it fit the tunnel, and I also don't want to dig anymore. Then with that done, let's get our glue from that over here and glue this to that. Let's see if we can assemble this. Yeah, that's gonna work. Perfect. And with it assembled, I've also hooked it up to our drawer system, and I guess the only thing to do is give it a train schedule. So it will be traveling to 2 forward underground, and then traveling back to somewhere underground. In 2 forward, it's gonna be item cargo condition exactly 0 items, and in somewhere underground, it's going to be item cargo condition more than 0 items. So it has to have an item in it, but it also has to be cargo inactivity for 10 seconds. That should be good. Our logic should also be set up correctly with those being set up, which also means that these would work if I just switch the redstone signal here. I'm a little scared to do them all at a time though. So I'm gonna start with one. I'm gonna try flipping this one. That turns on, and if that works, now we shouldn't see the train at somewhere, but it is at somewhere. Now it should work, because I've added in a little relay station right here in the mountain, which will just connect over to the train station. So if we go ahead and invert the signal, which means it needs wood because it doesn't have any wood, and we are over here now, and yes. Oh, and yes, here it's coming over to the Viridian Shores. None. Where are you going now? Where are you going? Is the wood here? No, it's grabbing nothing. Oh, right, it's delivering redstone. Great. I love that I know what my own trains are doing. It should now go around, and oh, that's gonna take up the track it needs to go. Why? Okay, but now it's going into the correct one, and it should be picking up oak logs over here. Yep, there it goes. Although one thing I have just thought about is the fact that it's gonna keep ordering that, and then it's gonna go on another trip to gather up oak logs, because the factory won't have any until it gets there. Ooh, okay, the system might need a little bit of work, but it will work. I quickly ran over to 2 for it again, and yeah, I've got all of them activated now, which means they're all just kind of looping at the moment, and as long as they're going into the correct one, I'm fine with that. And hopefully the oak log isn't the one that gets sent off next, and it's another one. Okay, to future-proof this a little bit, I'm gonna fill all of the ones we're requesting items with void upgrades. These have actually even taken out the upgrade, but if we place down a drawer controller here, we should get some items into the system. Yes, we're getting redstone and we're getting electron tubes. Nothing else though. Okay, let me see if everything works. It looks like things are going down here at least, so that's good. Okay, yep, they're definitely rolling into the system. Oh, the train had excess items. Oh, right. Okay, I need to just add in a little trash place, I guess. Okay, doing a little bit of work down there, adding in an overflow. And yeah, we have iron, we have oak, we need alloy, we need kelp and gold, but that should send off and get that eventually, which, yep, that's going up and should hopefully turn off. While that works, however, we do have one little thing that needs to be made, and I actually want to grab a clutch as well. Thank you. And that is just a small little cobblestone farm for some stone. So let's get a drill in there, then mechanical belt running off in this direction. That should connect those up, and then I guess we run that across there, gearbox there, and 2 shafts right here. That might spin the correct direction. We shorten the belt down, and then we get a drawer controller slave out. Brass funnel on that, which will set the filter to stone on, which I have on me even. Water goes down there and lava up here. That should create ourselves some stone. Perfect. And then we also need to just find the spot where I want to hook these 2 things up. I want to hook this trim to the actual system. There, that should hook that up, which means, yeah, we are seeing a few items here and there. That's good. Okay, I'm just tweaking it a little bit here and there. It seems to have grabbed gold as well now. So we have oak and gold, still waiting for andesite alloy, iron, and kelp though. We have electron tubes, we have redstone, and the stone just needs power, which, speaking about power, we should probably hook this up. And I'm sure some of you already wrote this comments, but I added in more steam engines as I realized that one only makes 16,000. So we're actually now making almost 300. And I'm hoping that 228,000 SU is going to be enough, but there are a lot of mechanical crafters. I'm planning for these here to be my input of rotation. We get a speed controller right there, then gearbox on that, and going down into the ground, we should just be able to connect this up to the existing system. Ooh, and this actually lined up perfectly. Nice. Hook that up. That shouldn't stop anything because that's actually not connected yet. If we do just connect these up, that should make everything start spinning, but the wrong way, which is not a good thing. So let's turn that around and... oh, yeah. It's starting to make things. Oh, and we have alloy in the system. That means it went another trip. To get everything to actually work, we should just need to hook up this storage here, which I'm just going to do with some spruce trims going into this wall right here, connecting that up there. We should start seeing a few items appear. Maybe. Oh, yeah, we're getting shafts. We're getting items. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh, that's why I'm not getting any andesite. There's no andesite in the system. Well, I contacted BRD and I've got the andesite factory up and running again, so we should be seeing some of that soon. But by the looks of it, most of the other things are filling up very nicely. And also, if we head here to the temporary storage on the outside, we have a stack of portable storage faces, we have 2,000 chutes, and yeah, we're starting to fill up on a few things. Some are a little slower because we're still missing a bunch of andesite, but I've just got to leave the farm running. Recently, I automated the entire andesite age in Create. So what's next? Automating the entire brass age, and also making a warehouse to store everything. If you were excited for this factory, make sure to leave a like and subscribe as it helps me out a ton. Before we get working on the brass factory though, I've got to fix one thing, and that is of course fixing the final part of the river project.
And I think I can see why it's not running. He's got an empty lake. Classic contractors. And in fact, there he is now. Stam!
I'm working on it, Beardy. I'm working on it.
This isn't finished, Stam. What's going on?
It's almost finished.
I mean, the bits you have done do look amazing.
Yeah,
I was actually over here the other day stealing things from your andesite age factory, which has been very helpful. So I appreciate that.
Yes, exactly. You see, I've had other priorities than the waterways.
Fair, but I did have to navigate my own way here on a boat though, which yeah, a little bit sad about that. But you know, you're a contractor. It's to be expected that things aren't finished in time. You do realize you're running out of time, right?
I'm running out of time.
Yeah. This is the end of the server, the end of the season.
I thought I had a little more time at least. I mean, I knew it was closing in, but like, I've got so many plans, Beardy.
Yeah, but you're a contractor. You clearly just not planned your time very well, Stam. Shocking behaviour. No, I joke. It does look wonderful around here, Stam. But I was partly here to check on your progress, fully knowing that as a contractor, it wouldn't be finished and it's going to run over. It's probably over budget as well. And to be fair, you've not even built it in the right place. You didn't repair a village at all. You just built your own one.
A very beautiful village. Definitely over budget.
To be honest, this place looks absolutely incredible, though, Sam. I love it. It's very, very cool. But I'm actually here to invite you to a very special send-off dinner.
A very special send-off dinner. Ooh.
Yes, yeah. Bruno's going to join us as well. We're going to have a lovely Italian meal over in the newly completed Valleydale, or Dale Valley. I can never remember which way around those two words are. But basically, dinner time. Would you care to join us for a meal? And we can reminisce over the memories and the fun times we've had, and probably berate you a bit more for
being a contractor. I mean, I'm alone in this business now. My associate retired this morning.
What do you mean your associate?
Oh,
have you been bringing people onto the service, Sam?
That was a dream. Yeah, it was a dream. Anyways, I'd love to meet for dinner tonight.
Yes. Yeah. We'll meet for dinner later today.
Okay. I mean, I've got to finish it today then.
You'll be fine. I believe in you.
With Beard believing me, I powered on, finishing the last bit of the lake bed. And I've got to admit, a lake bed in here looks a lot better than whatever was before. Although we are still not quite done with the lake just yet, as we still have all of the water to add in. And with that in, we can actually start working on today's episode. And first thing, I have to head back up here to the andesite factory and over to the walls of its outputs. Where, let's see, I need 1 andesite funnel. Going to need 2 cogwheels, which I have no cogwheels. Don't worry, I have those in this backpack. 5 encased fans, 4 gearboxes, 2 mechanical presses, 1 saw, and 16 shafts, which I also don't have. So grabbing 21 in the storage. Let's actually make a few more. We'll head over to Beardew Valley, as I've got to grab up some bricks here. Right over here. Perfect. About half a stack of these can be turned into brick walls. So those in there with another 3 stacks, and then I just need a masonry table, which this is. Which, let's get some etched bricks. And with our blocks all together here, let's head up to where I want to build this factory. And it's going to be right here next to the andesite. And then I'm thinking down in this area where we already have the drawers there, we're going to make a storage building for all of this. But before we get started, we are going to have to clear out a few trees in the area. And with the trees gone, let's get some terrain cleared out. And not a whole lot, as this is going to be sitting quite high up here. Then users can cut off here. I want to start a footprint of the factory. I think we can do 2 blocks here, which is going to be the front. Then around this point here, we can bring that out another 2 blocks and continue with 4 this way. Bringing that all the way over to this corner, which we can then bring around and back around on the back. Before we start our walls, let's also get the inside floor, which we're going to continue doing the floor. I've been doing all of the factories here with just a little bit of stone, but the building one is not correct set up. There we go. Extending this across super easily, which means we can start on our walls. I already want to start working on a little bit of detail for this. Adding in some walls here on the corners where I missed some blocks, or well, purposely not placed. And this is going to be like the wall has kind of been shipped off and some of the paint is gone. So yeah, that's going to look really cool. In the front, I also want to start working on a few little extra details. We can get some girders down here, an analog lever looking up into that. Then if we head over this way, I want to get some servers facing outwards. And gotta head into the inventory, dark oak fences, and a tripwire hook. Get those on the bottom, and the tripwire hook here on the side. And I also have a bunch of blackstone buttons that we can put on there for something. Not sure what it's meant to be, but it looks kind of cool. There's some birch gates up in these corners, just to round them off a little bit at least. And then let's get some blackstone buttons that we can just line across here, because these walls are very big and they need something that just borders them off a little bit. On the back here, I left a little gap for some fans just for a little bit of ventilation, and then we can use the rest of our servers as garage doors, of course. Got an idea here with some copycat panels to place a bun that I was gonna say, but that a bun is not even a word, under that, just for that little bit of extra detail, which I do quite like. But that's enough details for now, as I do really want to start our create components, and I'm thinking first we get in a belt here. This is going to be our precision mechanism machine, as I realized we need to make those. And then we do an andesite funnel, extracting their brass inputting there, which we need to put a filter on eventually. Then we just get some brass hands right there. On top of these, we can get some chutes, as well as some drawer controller slaves. On the block next to this, we do a hopper, smart chute, and then a drawer controller slave. And that is almost everything. I want to get in a little chute down here just to access the items that when it inevitably fails. And then I want a brass funnel to actually input the precision mechanisms. I think I'm going to be a little lazy and not actually reuse the salvaged items, but yeah, it's fine. Right next to this, I want to make our casings, which means we need a drain, mechanical saw, and a too long belt. End of this is going to have his drawer controller slave right over here. On top of this one, we'll do another deployer, smart chute, and drawer controller. Then 2 gearboxes right on the back and some funnels outputting there and inputting there. Connect those up to a shaft, and then we can lead a shaft off in this direction to start off our 2 final machines on the first story. Depot here, basin there, 2 item drains, and then we'll do a belt on this one mechanical press right there, and another one over this one. Funnel can go here, here, and then an output there and an input right over there. With a few filters in, everything should be in working order, hopefully. So I want to move on to the second floor. First off, I want to bring out a bunch of looms and also some ladders. I want to make sure to place these with the front facing this way. And once we get round about right here, let's go out 2 blocks and then we can continue them. And this is going to be the base for some brick walls that we bring in right above these. Of course, these walls also need a little bit of detail, just like the first story. Let's get rid of that ladder there so we can extend in some railings or just a little balcony up here. While we're at it, we should probably add in our windows, and I'm just realizing I'm missing a block. Oh no, and this is not one beard's automating. But before we worry about that, let's pop down on the back side, and the door's up there. So let's see if this staircase is going to work out for us. Get us all the way up to here, and then start with these, come around. Yeah, that's gonna work. Another little detail I think will be fun here is some iron blocks like this, then do 2 across just for some ventilation shafts, and we can stick that in the frame just to get that moving around. Perfect. And how about we even add one in on the front? We can get that going down to that point. We'll get in a lightning rod and just a little lever for extra details. Let's grab a few extra iron blocks and also grabbing a bit of bone meal, as I've got to head over to my saw here on the other side and bone meal this to get some crimson fungus, bone meal that to get some crimson logs. We're gonna throw these crimson stems into the sawmill real quick. Back at the build, let's throw in our stripped crimson right here. And on top of this, let's get some trap doors. On this one, we can get one of those. That's just a variation a little bit is going to be really nice here with what we give all of these for details, but the windows are going to be pretty similar. However, over here, we actually could just extend them in right here. And then get some signs on this instead. And there's only one more thing left to fix for this second story, which is definitely going to be this little overhang, where I just want to add in a bunch of spruce here. And final thing before we move on to our third story is going to be some chimneys in here. So let's go 4 blocks. Then we can go up till the ladders, break that, continue upwards. 2 more, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, this is a pretty good height. Let's get some copycat panels on the outside of this looking in. So we'll have to do a little bit of flying. Cover these with industrial iron, and then we get a oil burner smokestack at the top. And I also want to bring in some chimneys here on the other side, just because more chimneys can never hurt. If you're hearing some weird noises now, there's currently a thunderstorm outside, but I really gotta work on this video, so here I am placing more blocks. While listening to the outside, I better hurry up here and get our third story in. And I don't want this going around the entire bit, only this little one over here. And I will admit this is a little odd mix of blocks, but I do quite like it. I've got some dividers built in here now that I want to start our roof off with. And this roof is going to be nothing really special. It's just going to be a mix of our stone, tuff, and andesite. these smaller roofs in. Let's work on the bigger one up here. And this one's going to be a little different as I do want to use some industrial iron. And then I saw this on one of Beard's roofs in the town where he uses some framed stairs to connect up like AC units on a roof. Then putting some radiator fans on these, and that's going to be looking really good. To completely finish off the roof, however, I do want to add in a little sign because it's going to make the building look a little better. So let's extend across some dark oak there. And then every other block will do some dark oak fences. And connecting some of these with some gates just for a little bit of support for this whole thing. One lantern on this one, and we can do another one on top of this one right up here. And now I gotta get up some frame blocks. With the shape of the letters in, now we're just going to fill it in with a little bit of birch to match the redstone sign we got a little further down. Or, well, it's actually not a redstone sign. It's tubes. There we go. But with the roof done, let's move on to the inside here, where I want to bring out a bunch of mechanical crafters, and let's get our crafter slot covers as well, where I first of all want to extend out that one to that point, I'm pretty sure. Another one. This one's going to be going into that one, and then let's get off of that and up right here. One next to that is going to go into this one, and then we just get a few excess ones. These can have some covers on them, and then a few more crafters above that to something just like this. And this is going to be our redstone component list, so it's going to be the pulse repeater and the pulse extender, and then also some comparators at the top. But let's speed this up a bit and get the rest of the crafters in here. And that's all our crafters. It's a considerable amount less than last time, but this is still probably gonna fry my brain. So let's start with a drain down there. Then we can have inputs for all of these up here. And I guess we should probably get this all hooked up. Stone on this bottom one here. Then we're gonna do a brass sheet, redstone torch, shoot. I was gonna say about the brass sheet, and then another redstone dust. Get some inputs on this side before getting that one, and that should be the two final ones up here. This one needs to be a quartz, and this one needs to be stone again, and then just two inputs, and that should cover these off. Moving on to this side, let's get 4 down here. Now, there's one more input I need here, but it's a little cramped, and I'd like to avoid using an arm for that one. So let's see. Let's grab a smart chute. We have drawer controller slave and a hopper. So we can get a hopper into that, smart chute, and then a drawer controller slave on top of that. And bringing out a redstone torch, as that's what needs to be in the crafter. Okay, we have all of these left. My brain is already turning to mush. So how about we take a little break doing some decorational building? The decoration I want to add in is something I've been talking about adding to 2 Fort for a while now, and that is a quarry. Built this on stream a while ago, and now moving it over into the world using a schematic cannon. And with our quarry in here, I think we need a little crane above this. So I want to use some industrial iron and metal girders to start that. We can bring up the corners 2 blocks here, here, and over here before metal girdering on all of these. Then connecting them up with some industrial iron in between, just like this. Let's get all of these up 2 more blocks at least. Using some shafts, we can connect this one up with this one over here and this one up. And then these can be connected just using some regular girders. Then as I want to make this look like it's under construction, I'm gonna want a few parts here just laying on the side, and that's not gonna be floating, so let's just bring those down. Then let's get some shafts in over here, connecting those with some metal brackets, and then some oak pressure plates as like maybe wood pallets that's already been put on the crane. And with this crane being in part, I want to build the cab sitting on the ground next to it. Now, what would be cool here is if we go to this valve under here and just rotate that. That's not going to sit on an angle, which, yeah, that's just going to look really lively. And then to add even more to the crane being in parts, I want to add a few more parts laying down here on the dock as it's being delivered by the boat. Even though it's a little messy down here, it just gives a whole new feel to the area. And then as you walk up behind here into the heart of True Forge, you see the cab sitting on the ground at an angle. You see the core in the distance, and then the crane being built on the factory roof. And I really, really like it. So this is the redstone mine I talked about, I think, during episode 3, which is where they're getting the ores from. They still haven't gotten that deep, but they have realized there's a lot of redstone here, hence why they're building the crane. But I think that's enough of a distraction, so we should probably get back and finish the andesite factory. Nope, not the brass factory. And well, I better get back to just placing drains and funnels and everything. And these right here are going to be making our tunnels and funnels, which is going to be really nice to have on hand. We can do the next one right over here, and in the middle here, we're going to have to do a little special. I am realizing now I could have done the hopper trick here to not use an arm, but I already have the arm for it. Down on the other side here, let's start working on that mechanical arm, which we get that in. Then we get a chute on one of those because I have that on me already. Electron tube on the other one, and then heading down a bit, 2 depots. Let's get our cogwheel in right there to power the mechanical arm, which can put in those and take from these. And then this is not going to be very hard to hook up. Just need a vertical gearbox there, shaft, and a cogwheel. And ooh, I'm just realizing I haven't hooked anything up yet. And is this also maybe a good time to mention the fact that I've not tested this in creative yet, so I have no idea if it's gonna work. I've got the thirdest one done now, and it's just this little bunch here, which shouldn't be too hard. Okay, let's see. Let's get the bottom input right there. Then we get that one there and this one right there. Oh yeah, that's not gonna be hard at all. Then some controllers on the back. Now I need to make sure to input cobblestone into the system, quartz as well, and then redstone right there. Don't forget the input. And then we need this little area over here. So it's gonna get redstone up there, and then we need to input here. And this is gonna be some sticks. So let's do smart chute here. Then we'll do one crushing wheel right there, another one right there. I'm gonna need that plank because this is gonna be our filter. And then another smart chute right there, and one more drawer controller on the top. And that's actually the final thing. So that's gonna be making our sticks for some redstone torches to power some of the machines over here. And the other one is just the observer. Cool. Let's work next here on hooking some power up to this, and then we'll work on the inputs. And I think the easiest way to hook all of this up is going to be running down here and then just taking a signal from this. Here, let's flip that around, and it's spinning the correct direction. I can't tell because of the rendering bugs, but yes, it does look like it. This should also be really easy to hook up to that, which spins the wrong direction, but an easy fix. Up even more here, let's get in a chain drive in there, which spins everything like that. Now, how on earth am I going to hook these two up? I guess it won't be a massive issue. It's just going to be maybe a little ugly. There we go. All of the spins, and this will bring us upwards to where... yeah, okay, this is getting tricky. And that makes these start spinning. Perfect. Now let's see this whole thing. And then how do we make this thing spin? Oh, just like this. Everything all the way over to here is spinning. Then we can just get that in. Perfect amount of cogs. And that should mean everything's spinning. Now time for the drawers. That should be everything done in here. And before we go ahead and hook up the 2 new items that I need to be supplying here, which is going to be brass ingots and nether quartz. I first of all want to check if the electron tube factory is running, which it doesn't seem like it is, because yeah, it has no quartz, so we'll make sure that this also gets quartz. Before I do set up the logic for that, I'm just over here in Valleydale, where, let's see, what do I want to eat? Bacon sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, egg sandwiches? Let's go for some chicken sandwiches. Let's switch it up. While I'm out and about, I might as well also just heal up my shovel real quick. Oh yeah. And it shouldn't actually be too hard to add this in. We should just be able to add nether quartz there and brass there. Then make sure that these are locked, of course. As I'm going to continue this being our input area, but we'll change the output soon. On the back here, we'll do our threshold switches. Redstone links here on the back, pink dye at the bottom, just to follow the same thing. And where did I put them? Okay, quartz on the first one and brass in the second one. Up in the mountains here, let's make sure to add in our relay station for these. Down at somewhere, let's head underground, where I have to set up 1 more of these, which, yeah, I guess I could do that all the way over here. Oh no, I don't have any depots. Oh. Okay, got the filter set up on the other side here. Let's switch that one up for brass and add this one in here. Then let's just throw brass in there and quartz in there. cool. And then set these to receive mode. And yeah, those two should be circling now, and hopefully it picks up brass next time. Ooh, I'm just down here fixing the filters, and I realized we have so much brass just laying around. We're throwing this on the ground up here. We can just throw that right into the system. Then I also realized we do need 2 more drawers here, which is one of them is going to be for, let's get brass sheets and the other one dried kelp. And that's all of the crafting ingredients stored. So let's maybe focus on storing our actual outputs now. And I want to go pretty bright for this next build. So I'm thinking some birch, and I have loads of it. Going to need a bit over a stack here of birch planks. Then let's also get some birch plank shavings. Then I've already stripped up some birch wood. Now I just want to strip up like 5 stacks of birch logs to add some even more color. Let's see here. Does he have any purple glass laying around? No. Okay, let's grab that and some purple dye, which he doesn't have any. Luckily, that's very, very easy to craft up. Definitely went a little bit overkill on how much I made, as I only need about 32 glass panes. Half of this we can turn into square and the other half into large diamond. We're just waiting for a little bit of copper here, but I have everything else in this backpack that I should be needing for the warehouse build. And I again want to start with some cut tough, or somewhat of a foundation at least. Then before we get a floor in there, let's bring out some polished andesite, which is going to be the base of the walls. And this marks out a nice little area here for us to clear away. And huh? Is that Tubbo in the player tab? What? Okay. Beard and him must be up to something. Not what I was expecting. Oh. Now that's very odd, but let's disregard that and get our stone floor in here. I also want to extend this out just a bit out here for a small little side building. And I definitely want to start with the front face, as this is going to be the most interesting part of the build, as I might not be doing too many details on the back. Let's bring up the walls 5 blocks here. Then we'll do a strip birch log, and let's actually bring out our glass to make it even easier to place these in. And I've left a weird little gap here in the middle, which I want to bring out some frame blocks for. And okay, so yeah, those 2 are going to be correct. And let's get some frame slabs. Pretty sure that's where I want it. Panels, and then we're just going to continue this up, which gives us a nice little shape there. Then bringing our polished andesite out again. Let's get some stairs in. Cover these with polished, and then I gotta hit that little corner bit. Maybe let's do the birch logs first. And above this, let's bring in a little bit of mangrove for just a splash of color. A few more details. And to finish this detail off, let's add in a large water wheel here that we make into a crimson one. Before we start extending that backwards, however, let's work on this little outcropping here using some jungle. Again, coming in with our stripped logs. Then I've started work here on a little roof that we're going to be using some copper for. And maybe bringing in some polished deep slate here just to border it off a little bit. Some windows and ladders going in right down here before we get in a small little door, which we can round off a little bit with some fence gates. And then let a schematic cannon finish off the rest of the building. And heading into our newly built warehouse, I got some trims in the floor, which I want to bring out some spruce drawers and get these in, as this is going to be what actually stores our components. Let's see, let's get 2 4 tall and 2 wide back here. I've kind of split it up 2 items I think are sort of similar, so that it's not just one big wall of items. And there we go. So for example, this one's going to be for transporting items. We're going to have some machinery over here. We're going to have some things to connect things like the kinetics and just some other things. But we'll get that hooked up here in just a second, as I want to head around to the back where I've got this weird looking thing. And I want to add in some chutes back here going up towards the brass factory. If we just temporarily break a few blocks here, add that in, extend up this one, industrial iron up here, shaft, connecting all the way down to this andesite funnel. And then I have one more andesite funnel to place up here as our output from this factory, or input, I guess you could see it as. Actually, it doesn't matter as it's going to be purely decorational. But looking at it, it's a little wonky. So I've got a few blocks here to just kind of support it. Thinking we can add a shaft into the wall, and then using some iron mesh fence, some support connecting it into the ground. Yeah, that definitely looks a little better. Still quite wonky, but definitely works. And while I'm over here, I am noticing that this is all still flying. I'd even like to add in a small little staircase here on the back. You're just gonna have to be walking straight into a pillar once you get down, but yeah, it's fine. Still a few more paths needed here behind me, but I think it's time that I stop procrastinating and actually see if the brass factory works. Yeah, I've been waiting for a little too long, but I kind of want to hook up the inputs first. Oh, right. These are going to be right in the wall over here. Now, these are all the items I had on hand. Well, the rest that we're missing is mainly the brass one. I had a few brass components on hand, but that's it. So I think we should at least hook this up to the old storage, first of all. Shouldn't really be anything hard. We should just dig a few blocks this way, then back this way. Oh, there's a drawer. Okay. That shouldn't really do anything, which is fine. And now comes the scary part. Let's try hooking all of this up to this factory. Hopefully, if we just head in this direction, however, we should make it there. Oh, there's a drawer. Perfect. Okay, just gonna hook. Well, actually, if I hook that up, that's gonna start. I don't want to see. Okay. Fast. Oh. Let's go. Oh, is it doing things? Things are happening. Oh, I love starting a factory like this. This is amazing. Okay, things are being made. Crafting tables have nowhere to go. Okay, good to know. Okay, everything seems to be working despite the fact that we don't have any quartz. And I'm gonna guess that that's because the tubes factory has used it all. They didn't really use that much quartz. Oh yeah, that's empty. Oh boy. I think I emptied Beardy's storage of quartz. I gave it some of my quartz for my storage, and we're now making some servers, which means we're making smart observers and everything else in here. Oh, this is really cool. But I don't really have much left to do. I could work on some interiors, but honestly, I don't really want to work on the interiors. No interiors for me. But what I need to work on is definitely hooking up some paths back here. So I've got a bunch of coarse dirt ready and some frame slabs to get working on that. Nice. Now we got a small little pathway leading up this way, which means we can easily get to the brass factory, which is working at full speed. Now I just need to get over there as well. Besides this side looking a little rough, I think it's fine because they just dug it out to get over to the steam power plant. We now have pathways connecting everything into Fort. But it's still looking a little bare around places. So let's head over to the Beardrew Valley for one final time, where I want to grab up a bunch of bone meal, which, yeah, that should be enough. And we can just get a little bit of grass in here. I don't really want that many flowers, as I don't really like how vanilla flowers spawn. And I also don't really have any access to a lot of flowers, so it's just gonna be a bunch of grass. So I got a few red ones which we can put down here, perhaps some oxide daisies which could go right in this little area. No, I want some of the bigger ones. There we go. And then maybe 2 cornflowers over here. I also kind of want to add some bone meal to the bottom of the lake because it's a little empty, and I think it's gonna look a lot better if we just swim around down here and add some bone meal. Although drowning would not be a good idea. Ah, there we go. After almost drowning a few times, it's a very green base of the lake, but I think it looks a lot better than the bare dirt. And I think... Oh. No, never mind. I'm not quite done yet. We should probably make sure that this is looking a little better. Just a little bit of coarse dirt here that's connecting into the waterfall, or the water wheels, I mean. And then that's going to go down, and it looks good on that side. We just have to make this little area here work out for us. Okay, let the water flow. We're probably going to need a little bit more in here. Maybe just a few cobblestone slabs to spice it up just a little bit at least. Yeah. I can vibe with that. And up here, I also realized I'm missing the little river I talked about adding last episode, which I don't think we have to make anything really that special, and I'm not a massive fan of building bridges, so I'm just going to be doing a little bit of spruce here, as it's not really a river that's going to be walked on too much, so it doesn't have to be the sturdiest of things. Maybe we can use these 2 dark oak fences I have on me to just make it a little more sturdy, like that. Yep, definitely think that works. But yeah, I think 2 Fort is done, or as done as I'm getting it. I'd love to add in a few more houses and things, but the world is coming to an end, and I have new things to start. I did, however, promise Beardy I was gonna meet him over in Valleydale for dinner, and I think Bruno's coming as well. And well, I guess I've just gotta go and sit on the bench like I did the first day when I arrived, waiting for the bus to take me over there.
A few minutes later.
Oh, I see something moving through the trees. Ah, there the bus is. Well, last time on the bus, and hello all the flies. While I'm making my way over here to Valleydale, I just want to say that a world download of my portion of Beardstone's world can be found on my Patreon, link down below. And there we go, perfect timing. I am absolutely starving.
So lonely.
Let's see. Oh, okay, Italian. This must be it. Beardy? Oh,
Stan.
let me take off my jacket here.
Well, thanks for coming. I just thought it'd be nice to have a nice little send-off.
One eternity later.
Ristorante. Yes, it's right there. Okay, guys, sorry I'm late.
Bruno, we've been waiting for ages.
How's it going?
Always with the hat. Always with the hat, Bruno.
The sombrero's a little
Yes,
close.
yes.
I'm gonna move over here.
I just wanted to basically bring you here just to say thanks. You know, I thought I'd treat you to a nice meal, and yeah, just say thanks for joining me on the world. It's been a lot of fun.
I feel so thankful of having played on this server that I actually got a present for you both. I think you both. I've only thanked Beardstone, but Sam, you also been amazing, dude.
No.
Super fun. I got something for you guys right here.
I'm excited.
You and you.
No way. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Sombrero buddies.
Sombrero
this is incredible.
buddies.
The evening quickly moved on as me, Beardy, and Bruno chatted away in Valleydale, reminiscing about the past few weeks and all of our adventures together. Back in 2 Fort, the factories were working away, producing items for a soon empty world, as me, Beardy, and Bruno all set off for our new adventures.